guys, and welcome to another episode of the Reverie. How are you guys doing? One exciting thing I'm gonna just, get out of the way right now. 3 of our players are literally in the same room at the moment. You can guess which one. Take a wild guess.
Oh, fuck!
Which looks absolutely amazing on stream because you guys are very different places.
We're actually on the Discord chat. We're all next to each other in the way that we're sitting. So
yeah, it's actually really cute. But on the screen, but it's all okay. It's all good. So that's very exciting. We also got Zach back today. Zach Attack, and since Zach wasn't here, we will start with his little description what he was doing. But before then, Sawyer, would you please give us the honors of a Fever's flashback, please?
I'll do my best, Madam DM. You don't get to look at me like that while I'm doing this. Our last session, all of us had a bit of a time, I suppose you could say. We split off into 2 groups. 3 actually, count Sarah going off to the ship to get a little. Well, we'll get to that in a minute. Layla and I went to a bar together. They did think we were dating, which I don't know what either of us looked like, said cis heterosexual, but teach their own. Our dear Rosalind and Juno did go off and make some discoveries about Rosalind's past that they have yet to share with me, myself, and Layla, but I think in due time we'll find out. Some things might have changed when it comes to Rosalind's home life in the past 60 years due to the Faewilds, and Juno may be rethinking some past decisions. I faced off with a couple of folks from school, and with some help from my friends, we did show them what's for. And I met Juno's snake. That's the most important part. I met his snake. I love her so much. And now we're on our way with all of our newfound discoveries, some more coin in my pocket, and maybe a hint at finding a certain someone from my own past. We're on our way to the ship to meet up with Sarah again and see what he's doing. What do you think? Was that enough?
Good. Done. Very quick notes. So.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. I was like, quick notes. It wasn't me putting a dig at you. I thought it was really good. You're always really great. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
So. Okay. Oh, I can't hear you, Zach.
Yeah.
We can't hear your pretty voice, Zach.
Do you think you might have muted your external mic? Alright, please.
He literally has been speaking beautiful, sonnets into our ear.
Do you think you might have muted the mic itself and not just Discord?
Zach Attack.
Okay.
You believe it?
No, it's ruined everything.
No, you're
ruined everything, you stupid bitch! Sorry, Zach.
Don't quote Crazy Ex-Girlfriend at me. I was there when it was written.
Okay,
Fight the dark magic at me, witch.
Crazy Ex-Girlfriend is one of the shows I started watching when it came out. It's one of my favorites. Okay. While I'm munching on popcorn.
Delicious.
Sarah.
Yes.
While the others have discovered things from their past, met the snake living in Juno's hair, and gotten drunk and ruined 2 bards' reputations forever that were mean to Fever, you were dragged on to the ship.
It was.
As quote-unquote cabin boy. You were introduced to the rest of the crew. And I will say their names out loud right now. So everyone that's watching has a little idea of what Sarah got introduced to. We all know about Captain Argus Castilian, the one who they met on the on the the beach, and the one Rosalind so neatly cheerleaded on. But Captain Argus Castilian is not very impressed with Sarah as a person per se, and more interested in his muscles and the things he can do on the ship. Everyone else that has met Sarah is a bit confused about why he is being put as cabin boy when he is clearly not that at all. But they're not going to question the captain, especially not out loud. The first mate you met, her name was Leonora Francis. She was a half-elf and around 30-ish years old. The quartermaster is Lenny Charleston, who's a giant. He seemed like a fun guy, but doesn't really seem to be... He seems like someone that would, do something and then think about it maybe 5 years afterwards, and maybe it was a really bad idea. We got the sailing master, Steph Charleston, his wife, who seems to have her wits about her. She's a water genasi and is around 20. How they got married, you have no idea. You have no idea how these two are married. You met the twins, Alex and Felix. Alex is a gunner. They are around 18, so is Felix, and Felix is the powder monkey. Both tieflings. We got the boatswain, Charlie Castilian. She's human, around 20, and you figured out by the last name as well as some of the looks that she is the daughter of the captain. We got the surgeon, Claire Merrydale, who is a halfling. She seems to be the happiest one on the ship, even though she has the most gruesome job of, sawing people's limbs off, patching people together, all that good stuff. You do have a feeling that she might be a cleric because of things that she had around her as well, and hopefully she does have some magic on her. But she seems to be hands-on more than magic using. And last but not least, we've got Brutus McIntyre, the cook. He is a dwarf around 50 years old, and he seems to have a very close relationship to the captain as they are around the same age. So, dwarf age, he is a lot older, but, he looks around 50.
Cool.
So you got introduced to this lovely crew. There were loads of other people on the ship, but those were, the main people. As, you personally found, chose who you liked and who you didn't like. You were shown by the captain to one of the rooms. When I say room, you walked in and it was just crates and it looked like a storage room per se. And as you just walked in, it became darker and dankier and smelled a bit musky until you saw at the end of that room the thinnest mattress, the shittiest blanket, and a pillow that maybe has 3 feathers left. And that is where he said that you would stay for the night. Maybe even for the rest of the trip.
Oh,
Not the 3 feathers.
this will not do at all.
He gave you a mop and said, well, the best thing you can do while getting to know the ship is become real intimate. And then he left you alone with the mop and the bucket as he walked out. Whenever you're ready, cabin boy.
So I just
He is a
clean the grounds here
He turns around.
now.
Well, if you want to start here, be my guest, but it's more the deck that needs cleaning. No one really comes here, as you can see.
Fine. And he kind of saunters past the captain. Just starts
Attaboy.
walking. And he really aggressive. He doesn't actually leave. His eyes do not leave the captain as he wanders around. He's still mopping, just glaring as he's all the way up the stairs.
Absolutely. As this is happening, sorry, worms in Doctor.
Worms. I tried to find you a worm finger puppet today. They did not have one.
Fuck, worm finger puppets exist?
They didn't have one. They had a bunch of different animals, but there was no worm.
That's homophobic. want a worm on my
Yeah, I was gonna get you one.
Wormophobic.
Bestie, I take the
Wormophobic.
dedication. You searched
Yeah,
for me.
and with that energy, the rest of you saunter, maybe sing, sway a bit. Depends how much alcohol you've been drinking. Layla, you're fucked. As as you guys.
Not even drunk, just in general. Just,
Oh my god,
Now we have
Layla did not pass the
ASMR.
constitution
Layla's character
check.
in general is just fucked.
Sweetheart, you're
Have the
absolutely
ASMR
hammered. Yeah. As the rest of you just walk towards where the ship is, closer to, midnight, which is when the ship was gonna sail. You see some lanterns on top of the ship's stack, already like light glow. You see there's still like that plank thingy that you like walk up to get onto the ship. Thank you. As there's some people that
That's
are
what
up
he
there.
just learned as a cabin boy.
Knowledge, bitch.
Like you read for Treasure Island on Audible, didn't you?
I did, yes. I did.
Yes,
No,
it's on Audible right now, isn't it?
It is available on a shameless plug. You can buy my book. I read Treasure Island.
Your book.
Your book.
Oh,
Yeah.
you wrote Treasure Island
I
now?
have 50% royalties on it.
Wow.
Yeah,
An author.
I've read Robert Louis Stevenson. It's on Audible.
Oh, and it also has if you get that, you also get Jekyll and Hyde, read by
do.
Zachariah.
It's a
Sorry,
Robert Louis Stevenson combo
Just making it embarrassed.
with Treasure Island and Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. And Mr. Hyde is on Audible. You can go get it right now.
There we go. That's why
Listen
you
to
know
this
that.
voice just in a pirate context, and you can hear me slowly lose my will to live as it goes on.
Jesus, that got dark. Very creepy.
It's just my voice. By the end of it, I was just drinking honey lemon tea like constantly because it's so painful. But it was fun. It was actually a really fun book to do. Anyway, yeah.
Sorry.
As
It's
we're
available.
walking up on the ship, Rosalind's on Fever's back. He's carrying her floaty back. She is fucking drunk. She's had almost the same amount of alcohol as Layla.
Layla's the
Oh,
kind
no.
of drunk that doesn't look drunk until she starts talking, and then you're like, oh shit.
Fever's the only. I don't know if Juno had anything to drink, but if he did, then Fever's the only. Okay, we're sober then, the two of us.
Yeah.
Just
Each
got
of you.
Fever just.
So Fever's like taking care of Rosalind, as Juno's just like keeping an eye on Layla. Like, is she
Yeah.
gonna?
Like, he's gonna be absolutely no help if she does. Like, you can't help her up. But he'll watch. Like, he probably
They're
make
gonna
it
be
worse.
drunk
His
on
strength
a really
is so
emotional
bad,
sickness
he couldn't even pick up Layla's armor, let alone Layla. So if Layla goes down, I don't know what to do. He's keeping an eye.
I have a +1 to strength, so.
See,
like,
you could
Not
pick up
brag,
like,
Layla.
hands on
That's
hips.
above average strength. Juno's is severely below average, so it's not happening.
Oh, thanks.
Poor baby.
He's a dainty boy.
He's a dainty
Dainty.
boy.
It's a little guy.
He's just a little guy and it's his birthday. I might cast like gust and
Little
hope that the
man.
wind doesn't.
Lower back on the.
Yo,
On
maybe
the course.
Gust and Mage Hand like together could do like a foot.
Like
Just
keeping
has a
a
mage hand
balance
on her
with like
back.
one hand, yeah, mage on
Push
the
it
back and then
farther.
Gus in front of her, like just trying to keep
Layla slurs to one side and just like put a little bit of Gust, just Featherfall.
I
I'd
love the
cast
thought of-
Featherfall as a reaction. That's what it would be.
I love the thought of
You'd win
Layla just
nothing.
being like, how many hands are on me right now? Just like going up the camera.
Okay, we figured it out. If
trying to
Layla
fight one of
starts
them?
falling, I'm casting Featherfall as a reaction. Then you'll weigh nothing, and I can pull you like an air balloon.
Absolutely. So you guys, just because it would be really funny, as you guys walk up, Layla, can you please make a dex save just
Oh,
to see
God.
if you fall off?
Yeah, what's my?
Just
gotta
got
go
here.
get up again.
I'm being
Plus
nosy
one.
and looking at the character sheet. Both of us. What you
My
doing?
sheet.
Fuck. My God. What's your strength? Wait, what's your strength?
So plus, well,
Isn't
what's
it?
your
Didn't you say
Strength.
dex?
It's a dex save. Dex save.
Oh, Dex.
Dex.
I'm stupid.
Yeah,
Sorry.
but so for my dex save is +1, so I get a 3. Everybody.
Fuck.
You see Layla trip over her feet and she just starts falling into the water.
Oh, I cast
Into the
Featherfall.
water?
I hope you have a secondary character.
I cast
This
Featherfall.
is the end of Layla. She gets struck in the ground.
Leyland, you feel yourself fall, and then you're like, "Whoop!" And then you feel that whoop, feather fall being cast on you, and you see Juno.
And it's like he's got a hand out, just looking entirely done with this whole situation. While I'm at it, I'll also cast it on Rosalind, so that like Fever's not. Rosalind probably doesn't weigh that much, but so Fever's
No,
not.
but
doesn't
Fever.
have
But Rosalind is on Fever's back.
Yeah, she's good.
Okay,
She's
you're all
good.
Okay.
She did.
Yeah.
Rosalind is literally a little
she's
backpack right now, so she is not moving. It's Fever is fine
got you,
because
got you,
Fever's
got you. So
Fever's
it's doing Layla.
sober. Yeah, Layla, you feel it,
Yeah, he's
and then
sober and
it's like float up again.
Oh.
And she's not
We
like
didn't know
struggling
we
or
did.
anything. She's just like going like,
I don't like this feeling on me.
Just like just pull back like by like a piece of fur, close it, and grab a hold on, just pull it back to land, and just start like
Just
dragging
2 fingers.
like just dragging, like no, not even 2, 1, dragging towards the ship.
has a stick.
just very.
Surely in the drunken state, Layla would have...
I feel like a hot air balloon in a
Layla would
parade.
have just thought that she descended. Just like...
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love
Is this how
Thanksgiving.
I die?
She was like, might as well let it happen.
This is
I
fine.
love
This is
ends with
fine.
Thanksgiving Day
This is what it
parade.
feels like to die. Layla.
you
Is this
Sarah,
how I
you die. I was thinking the same song. Sarah, as you are mopping the deck, you hear the and then you're like, oh, you're fine. And then like, oh my god, is this how it is? And you just hear your friends like mumble and some scramble up to the deck of the ship as you see the 2 of them incredibly intoxicated. Layla, you've never seen, like, she doesn't seem drunk, but if you look into her eyes,
Try and avoid that. Sure.
People's iris.
There's a thought
I
behind
try,
those eyes.
I try and avoid
God
looking.
bless her.
I try desperately hard to avoid looking in people's eyes, but sure.
You do a quick glance.
I'm gonna Fever.
A quick glance.
Fever's gonna reach into his satchel. He's gonna pull out like a little like yield to go cup. Hand it to Sarah.
Go.
What's in this?
A goblet with like a giant cork stuff.
You have a tumbler
It's like
now.
a huge chalice. It's a stein. I'm fucking stupid. It's a stein.
Is this
I'm
your
dumb.
target?
Nice.
What
Okay.
are you doing right now? Fever wants a
It has
fancy
been
target.
a long day.
No,
It has
I'm
been a
not knocking
long
your word
day.
choice. I'm just amused by the idea of ye old.
If you add
Ye
yield
old.
to anything, that makes it period appropriate. That's
Exactly.
just how it works,
Yeah,
guys.
that's fantasy. Those are the only 2 options.
Yeah,
exactly.
but
So-
it's like it's a stein full of like whatever like the strongest like house specialty was.
A dwarven
Mhm.
spirit? That'd be cool.
Oh yeah, let's say that.
Yeah,
it was a dwarven
sure.
spirit.
Mm.
He's gonna hold it out. I thought you might want some since it
He-
been here all day.
Sarah just drops the mop and like takes it with both hands, and he just like looks at it, and then he looks at Fever with like genuine affection for the first time in a long time in his eyes. It's just like, thank you. And he
And
just,
as
like,
you're about to start, you hear, ahem. I don't think the
Damn.
cabin boy should be drinking while he's working. Do you?
Oh,
As you guys see the
Best
captain,
to save that for later.
like on top, like where the mast is, as he walks down, saunters down.
Like he,
towards
under,
you
under
guys.
his breath, Sarah's just like, I don't think the cabin boy would give a fuck.
Oh, does the cabin boy want to stay on the ship?
Oh, cabin boy in trouble.
Like, shut your mouth, shut your mouth.
Fever gonna like. Sorry for the
He just hands it back to Fever. He's just like, can you put it in the what I disgustingly call a room over there?
Okay. He's gonna
Thank you.
He's gonna
TV crib, show us your room.
Say, mind your dirty feet on the deck. I've just cleaned that.
He's gonna wipe his. Fever's gonna like go run back to the edge of the ship with Rosalind's still in his back and just kind of like you know like the idle animation of Link in Breath of the Wild knocking the dirt off his boots. He does that real quick and then runs back and
all,
goes
of
into
you,
it.
all of you, wipe your feet.
My feet aren't on ground, so I
You can
could
stay
sleep.
floating. What the hell happened to you?
She found a bar and she drank it.
This is not how Faewild works, but I love that we're just keeping it going because I couldn't imagine any other way. Please, this is beautiful.
He just kind of nods.
I'm gonna scurry over to.
You know the classic like GIF of the like guy just like nodding. Yeah, he's just like Sarah's just like nice. I respect that.
Fever's gonna scurry over to like sit where Sarah directed him. He's gonna go put the stein next to the very sad.
So you go into the room. You have to go into the storage room. He like pointed into like a door. So you go into the storage room. You just see all the boxes, little cages. You see just go darker and darker, and you see the saddest little mattress with the most pathetic little blanket,
and you
with
hear
the pillow with 3 feathers in it.
You hear a call from the deck like, "I know it's shit. Don't comment on it."
Can't say anything. Jeez.
I think it's lovely.
No. Fever just puts the little stein down. Okay. Fever's gonna leave. And he's gonna reach back and pat Rosalind's head.
I was about to ask if I was still in your bed.
He's not He does not trust Rosalind to fall. He does not trust that she won't fall over because she's like this big and has had just the same.
But I'm pretty close to the ground anyway, so you.
Anyway.
So as this happens, the captain looks at the rest of you like, well, we agreed by like 7 gold a night.
Jesus.
So who's gonna pay up first?
Why did we do that?
Can we pay through labor?
I have 2 questions
Freddie
for
Mercury
the
vote.
DM. I have 2 questions. I have 2 questions for the DM.
Yes.
First question is, did I make any money from the bar?
Absolutely. I'm gonna figure out how much.
Okay. I was like,
No comment.
Would you like to know, Bard?
Also, do I have an allowance from you know who?
So with that, in total, I'm gonna write it down for you so you don't have to say it out loud. So you have, with everything, that much. But you don't have to tell everyone else.
Okay. And my second question is it 7 a night for everyone or for person?
Everyone.
Okay. Okay. I was like...
I'm about to say, bitches, y'all better get in.
I just opened your message. Okay.
We all just
Jesus. Okay. Fever's gonna without thinking, just walk up and just kind of.
Because Sarah is helping on the deck as the cabin boy.
Sorry, I'd lost the first half of what you said before.
It's
Sarah's
7 a
helping out.
night because Sarah is being so generous and helping out as a cabin boy.
Yes, of course.
Night? Jesus Christ! How many? Jeez. Okay.
How long is this trip?
Kind of looks at you and like, well, little miss, about a week.
That's not terrible. Fever is not phased by this. He's gonna walk up and he's gonna just. Rosalind's still on his back. He's gonna shift her onto one arm, like he's like shifted her so she's like sitting in the crook of his elbow on his back, and he's gonna like fish around in his purse. He's gonna just drop. Would that do?
Thank you. You're welcome, and thank you for being so generous. As he takes the pouch, like, well, I'll introduce you quickly to the rest of the crew. As he goes around and he actually, well, most of the crew, most of them have fallen asleep already. It's quite late. Leonora! As he shouts, and you see this half-elf. She has a blonde pixie cut, very, very pale blue eyes. Like, you kind of is like, really like, kind of like, you know, Daniel Craig, like blue eyes. She she almost like floats over. She has like a sword on. She has 2 rapiers on both her sides as she goes over. As you know, Sarah, this is first mate. As she goes over.
Sarah stumbles for his words for a second because this is he kind of whispers out. This is the first mate.
Oh. Hi. That's what he said.
Hi.
Hi, pleasure.
Layla waves.
Right.
She's so hot. It's like
Right,
for
so
me.
what-
It's the ASMR of her.
It's the ASMR we're getting for me.
Oh god.
Wow. A performance.
Whoa.
So this is the rest of your party, is it, Mrs. Sarah?
Indeed it is. They've
But you're the-
had merriments, it seems.
Right, and you're the only one doing actual work. How kind of you. The rest of you, I'll show you to where you will be staying.
Damn, that was a snidish.
Oh,
We
she's got
just here.
attitude.
We just got
I
here
was-
5 minutes ago. My bad, we're
doing
not
my-
working.
Oh, Oh no, it's the captain's orders. He just
No,
wanted...
that wasn't in character.
what
Juno
he-
has a
Oh
voice.
no, oh, okay,
That was
cool,
just
cool.
me being like, God damn, we've been here for
Okay.
5 minutes.
Minutes!
Damn,
Okay, but yeah.
I'm sorry I didn't pick up a job on Indeed before I came on your boat.
Guys, but is it like, just, the four of you, follow me, I'll show you where you're supposed to be. She goes and shows you down, the opposite side of where Sarah's, room is,
Damn.
as you go down, and in one of the it looks like this was kind of like a spare room where they pretty much just had not like storage room, just a spare kind of place. They put mostly like fabrics and extra like clothing and stuff like that, and they kind of pushed that all to the side, like special like personalized luggage that maybe some people on the ship had brought, as they've put 4 different hammocks with very lovely pillows and
Fuck's
looks
sake.
and like a fur,
It's the pillows for
like
me.
blankets. It is really
I like
comfortable.
to
Looks
imagine
like
that Sarah was the one who was told to set this up and he didn't know.
Oh my god, he had to clean it and
Oh my
set
God,
up
connected.
pillows. He's probably like,
let
wow,
me
this is a really
let me
soft
roll
pillow.
for that.
Poor
Let me roll for that.
thing.
10 and below. Was put it up.
Okay,
And
okay.
it
Hey,
was
why would you
20.
do this?
It wasn't.
And below was Sarah.
It was a 5.
Sarah!
Oh,
Thank you so much for being our hotel. Getting
I'm
this room
so
set up. The deodorants,
Oh,
the soaps, the complimentary peanuts. It's all very great. Thank you,
Little
Sarah.
chocolates and the pillows. The
And
little.
the chocolates. Thank you, Sarah. You got extra towels
They
and
look
everything.
like pirate coins.
Little anchors.
They're brand, man.
Please,
The brand.
please, God, tell me that Sarah doesn't have to like show them to their beds.
No.
Staying.
No, Leonora shows
Okay.
them to where they are as the captain looks at you, Sarah, and like he just looks you like up and down as he's just reading. You just get a feel that this captain is just looking straight through your soul. Just cocks one
This is
one
sexual
eyebrow,
Like, what did I do?
and then he goes. And then he goes the other way.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, this captain never sees Sarah like fighting in a brawl. Layla was doing the exact same thing, but look at where we are. Layla gets a
And
lovely
she
pillow,
looked good doing
Sarah-
it. What about it?
I feel like Layla was like defending Fever from and like Rosalind from like the outskirts of the brawl, whereas like you were in it, causing trouble, making them up, running them up,
Mischief.
I was out there
Causing
making
mischief.
moves.
making money.
While you were inside doing niche.
I was studying the blade. Fever is going to like walk up to which are they like stacked hammocks or like they next to each other?
No, so like they're like next to each other. Because
Okay.
it's only 4 of you. It's
Um,
like 2 and 2. Sorry.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was like a hammock like up top and then a hammock down below that you have to climb. Anyway, so they're next to each other. Fever's gonna walk up to like like one of the hammocks in the middle and just kind of like drop Rosalind into it.
Rosalind, do a dex save.
Jesus! Not like drop
I feel
her,
like,
but
and
like
this is
you know,
maybe
can I
messing
give her
myself
help?
over, but I feel like it might be at a disadvantage. if
Well,
you do-
but I'm helping, so
Okay,
it might
then
cancel out.
Just a straight.
And
Just a
give you
straight.
regular.
Just a straight dex save.
Is that a one?
So I'm gonna explain to you what happens. As you drop
Jesus.
Rosalind, she literally goes 1, 2, and poof, down to the ground, and she just falls on her face. You lose 1 HP, bludgeoning damage.
I don't
As
even
you
wake
just
With
up.
that,
I
Juno
just
just sets like Layla on the ground near-ish a hammock and calls that a
Just
day. Just near-ish and
Fever
calls
is
that a day.
horrified.
Juno just sees that happen and is like,
Fever's going to like, oh fuck, oh god, oh fuck, and just kind of is gonna like pick her up and like look at her. And he's like, okay, very places her in the hammock very gently, and it's just like standing there like this, hands up, like waiting for something to happen. Oh, there's ice cream in my speaker.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Sorry, did I cut out or did y'all cut out? Because I can't hear anything.
Oh.
Hello?
Hello?
No one cut out. No one said
Or we
anything.
No one
No,
said anything,
it was
but
just-
Oh, the last thing I said was that Fever's gonna pick Rosalind up and put her like very gently in a hammock and then stand
Gotcha.
next to it like this, like looking at her like this.
it's fine. It's fine. I've gotten. She's been bruised and damaged. Her head hit like She has a little bump on her forehead. Looks like this,
No.
a little
That's how I
bump.
get a little eyebrow stitch.
Yeah. A little bump.
The scar wax out.
Yeah. As you, Layla, your feet are like neatly down on the ground. It feels a bit like off because you've been floating for a bit. As you scramble and find just the hammock in front of you, as if you would like to just crash into that one, you're very much allowed to.
Oh god, they get it in the
Fever's
hammock.
gonna be like, "Yeah, the armor. Did we want to take that off, or are you just gonna?
I could sleep in it. I've done it before.
Do you want to?
I don't know if I could get off. A lot of little buckles make a big thing.
Do you want me to do that? That's
I
what
love
I'm
that
getting.
Juno
Layla
is just
really
watching
said
this
big
happen.
meaty claws. And
He's going through it. Experienced a trauma. He's allowed
Juno's
to
putting
have a
on
moment.
noise canceling headphones.
I do not see it.
just kind of like walked away and hoped that Juno could, Fever can figure it out.
Has
Fever's
Juno
gonna
walked out
start
of the
like
room?
undoing her.
Sorry, has Juno walked out of the room?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Good to know.
Damn.
Oh,
You
wow.
saw enough
Fever's
that-
gonna
okay,
start
Layla's on the
undoing.
ground.
Layla just like lifts
Rosalind's in
her
a
arm.
hammock. This is all I'm dealing with right now.
Good to know. We'll go back to you soon, Juno. Fever.
Fever just starts, without waiting for the response, just starts taking like the armor off of her. It's just like, I hope I'm doing this right, and just putting it down.
Like, just
Okay.
leave it off.
I'm all right. I think you overestimate how strong I am. That's not your accent, Fever. Oh dear. Okay. There we go. Oh, there we go. That's the only way to get it. Oh dear. And he's gonna just okay. All right. Okay. And he's just gonna take it all up. He just picks up the big ass sword. Okay.
And
And just lays it down.
Yeah, we can go down.
Okay. I think you're
You set it on the wall. I'll find it in the morning.
okay. Sure.
In the morn.
Sure, you're right.
In the morning.
I will find it in the morning.
And that's he's put Layla and Rosalind in the middle two hammocks, so like he and Juno can kind of like flank them should anything happen in the middle of the night.
At this point, I think Layla is speaking Umbran in the way that she knew it, which is like essentially Old English. So
Yeah.
she's not speaking something that anyone would understand.
So Fever's just like, it's like she's trying to speak to me. I know it.
Rosalind is like talking in her sleep, like trying to reply as well. But it's also not understandable. It's just gibberish. It's just gibberish.
Fever just looks between
speaking
the two of them.
languages and shit.
To be fair,
Fever's hearing
someone that
like words here
apparently,
and there.
apparently someone that speaks Icelandic in her sleep, that sounds like she is casting a curse on someone. I respect this.
I love this for you.
That's fair. Are you speaking like the Faerie Isles version of like Gaelic?
Yes,
Probably.
yeah.
Yeah. It's probably like something.
The very specific dialect of your town of Gaelic, like of their version of like whatever
Yeah.
Gaelic is in this world.
There's,
And so
like,
Fever's like listening to two languages he knows like kind of, and he's like, I don't. What? Like Rosalind's asking for like her like have you seen my rubber duck anywhere? And Fever's like, I feel like that can't be what she's actually saying, but I don't know enough about the Gaelic
Real quick.
Yes.
to dispute
Sawyer,
it.
if you could move
Yes.
the mic further from you and closer to Myth.
Mm.
Didn't really account for character accents, and Myth is really quiet just because of how Layla talks.
Oh, yeah.
So you're very loud as Fever,
Okay,
so just
talk.
scoot me a little bit if you could. All
I'm gonna
good.
scoot back. Woo! Is this good?
Guys,
The
you
law
guys are
is
so
Reverie.
cute.
That's okay. The group shuffle though.
Yeah, I know.
God,
that's
we're
right.
holding
Moving
hands.
away.
Oh god. Oh god.
What's being created here tonight?
I don't know what
Some
this
kind of
stream
soup.
is.
Some
We've
kind
been
of
together
Actually
for
summon
24
something.
hours.
We've been together for a full 24 hours.
Oh my god.
Absolute chaos it is.
I feel like Layla's speaking like Yoda. Like the grammar of Yoda.
Yeah.
It's
Fever
like,
only knows 50% of the words she's saying because once again, this is like old English Umbran.
yeah.
And so Fever's just like,
And it's very like rhythmic, so she's speaking like almost.
is she doing that thing that drunk people do where they look so deep into your eyes?
That's
Which-
just what she does.
Where she's got like the hands on his shoulders and she's just rattling off this old language. He's like,
Yeah, absolutely. And it's like saying like, to sleep I go, and like where it's
she just falls over.
Yeah,
And
it's
she's
just
gone.
there
Okay.
it goes.
And he's
Fever-
gonna notice that Juno's gone. And be
Yeah,
like,
both of them are gone. Well, both them are like sleeping gone, and then Juno's just not there, and you're in the middle.
okay, I guess I'll just hang out by myself. And he's gonna
Go keep Cabin Boy company.
He's gonna. Yeah, I'm
Still
gonna go find
Sarah.
Sarah.
Damn it! It's still part of your party. It's not
Your
your
name
cabin. Ah.
is Cabin
Rename
Boy.
it to the stream. Rename it to Cabin Boy.
I remember
Fever
when we
is
lost
mean.
Sarah.
It was
Sometimes I can still hear his voice.
Give me but a
I'm just gonna
moment.
go find Sarah. Because he feels
we're gonna
bad.
go.
Oh my god.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
but
go
if
to
you-
Juno.
if
But
you
that's
think
what-
I'm not gonna change your name to Cabin Boy, I'm opening up our editing software as we speak.
Damn.
You fools.
No, damn. Y'all ain't gotta do him like
Zach, we
that.
love you. We love and adore you so very
Oh,
much.
it's not. Yeah, that's it.
Ah.
We're tenderly
Zach,
you.
I hope you don't group me in with this. I'm riding or die. I'm ride or die for you.
Zach, I
got
want you to group me in.
Damn.
What an
Well, wait,
offer.
I can't
I'm
help.
looking at the stream, just waiting for it to happen,
Just-
and then we'll go over to you, Juno, and Sarah.
Okay.
Okay, well that's
ready.
where Fever's headed towards Sarah,
ready.
wherever Sarah is.
Just you wait.
I hate this for us.
Just no, go to Sarah. I'm doing it. It's just gonna take a moment.
Okay.
There is
I
still
gotta,
mopping like
re-download
the
it.
bitch that he's become.
But it's
Fever's
happening.
looking for Sarah, so is he in broad?
Yeah.
Not
So
daylight.
No,
I'll
he's
just,
just
um,
out there. He's at midnight,
Just
still
out there,
scrubbing.
mopping on the deck.
Feels like
Um,
feels like you're gonna walk out and Sarah's gonna be on the deck.
He's like climbing the rigging, just like singing.
In the crow's vest.
He's having a Hercules moment.
Yes, it is. I want some. It's your I want song.
Exactly.
it is I wish I want, so that it's perfect. Before you see
I wanna
him,
be
with
him.
I want to sleep in a
Really
hammock.
nice pillows.
Either way, before you Fever meet up with Mr. Cabin Boy, Juno. Also before Juno does it, I'm just gonna give a little scene for a beautiful little.
Hey, look at the stream.
I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it to. I'm waiting for it to. Yeah.
Are y'all watching the stream without me?
I always have it pulled up so I can see
I don't know.
comments.
Okay.
I have it on my phone.
Like, I can't actually see the stream.
I
Well,
didn't
we're playing the stream.
It's
It says.
I'm going full Kermit right now. You know the Kermit.
The kind of arms. He's a cabin boy now.
He's oh.
I'm not doing that
Oh my
ever again, by the way. That's
Oh my
as much as you're getting.
You have to do it again on my birthday. I
Okay,
would like.
well,
I
I'm
would
gonna-
like.
Clip that. Somebody clip it. Quick. Somebody clip that. Clip that.
Name is Kermit.
Come back up
It's
there.
Kevin Wood
I
now.
want you.
It's Kevin Boy now.
Yes. I want you to just have a character with that voice. Hello.
Have a carriage with it. I'll be like,
Each here.
I'll become, I'll just like become a
Feral
frog
energy.
in my next,
No,
as my
this
next
is the
character.
goblin character we
Yes.
talked about.
Oh, the
this.
goblin character. No, the
Please.
goblin character comes first.
You're allowed to have
Go
a
with the
goblin
frog.
character if he sounds like Kermit.
Yeah, yes, it sounds like kind of That's
Okay.
We go into the
I'm ready to do it.
Faewild and Sarah gets turned into a
Goblin.
frog.
Please.
I love the
Please.
Princess and the Frog. I love the
Facilitate it.
Princess and the Frog, the 2009 Disney animated film.
just gonna casually.
It's
I'm
me, the
just-
Goblin King.
Me just casually writing that down.
It's
So
been
you
really
said
fun.
Sarah turning into a frog,
In the
was it?
Faewild, yes,
Oh.
yes.
In
That's
the Faewild.
canon. That's canon.
It's been a really fun stream,
I sure
guys.
hope nothing-
Unfortunately, I do have to go. I gotta.
I sure hope nothing happens to our cabin boy. Oh, cabin boy, who does not want to be a
Cabin
frog.
I sure hope my wild magic just doesn't
Select.
does a little
Whoa.
polymorph action. Oh no.
I can't help you here, bud. You're kind of. We're
Okay,
on
let's go back to the main story, shall we? Are we
Yeah.
ready?
Yeah.
Are we ready?
I'm
Okay,
fine.
let's
I'm sad
Let's,
that I do this.
just
Wasn't the main story? I've been bamboozled. Moved even.
stop it. You're too funny, and you know it. So Sarah, my love.
My word.
As you see your friends walk
Friends.
away,
Yeah.
the rest of your party walk away to the cabin that you now remember. Shit, I made that nice, didn't I? Fuck, that was for them. Great, my life sucks. You feel someone tapping you
Could be
on
me.
your shoulder as you see Charlie, the captain's daughter, who is the boatswain.
Yeah.
She has like a bob of hair. It's quite. It looks black in the night, but you're guessing it's quite dark brown, as she has quite dark eyes as well, though her complexion is quite fair. So it's a very stark contrast.
Okay.
As she kind of looks at you, just taps on your shoulder like, I'm sorry that my father is kind of difficult. Don't take anything he says into heart. He likes being difficult to people he thinks he needs a challenge, and sadly that was you tonight.
Well, I'm not used to this sort of. Kind of looks down at himself. It's like rank, I suppose. But I've been placed here to learn humility, and I'm doing my best to serve that.
I don't think my father meant to make you feel humble.
Some would argue that's good for me.
Right, what kind of rank did you have before?
Well, higher than this. Kind of
Well,
broadened.
everything is higher than this, to be honest. You're literally swallowing the dead.
Yeah, I think I've realized that.
Jesus.
Good for her.
Thank you for your concern. I
If
appreciate it.
look, if he gives you too much shit, just ask and I'll try to talk to him down. Okay? You seem like a nice guy.
You be the first.
I've seen worse.
Damn, girl.
Well.
Pirate.
Where have you
She's
been?
a pirate. What do you think happens over the city? She's a pirate. She has to, you know,
Yeah.
shitty guys. Come on,
Well,
show them
thank
spots.
you. I'll let you know.
Pirates are mean, guys. Saurus is looking at me or looking at someone else. What do you think?
In a myth.
Have you not seen Black Sails? Pirates are
No.
mean.
Hurts I mean.
Pirates are mean.
You heard it here first.
I'm sure. It was just funny to me, given the context.
Yeah, I know. So Sarah, you seem nice compared to pirates.
Wow. Thank you. I'll let you know if it ever becomes. And he kind of stifles a slight grin because it could never be too much. He's like, too much. Thank you.
You're welcome. And she just like nods and then goes away. As that's when that's when you walk in and you see little Sarah.
Little Sarah?
See little Sarah with this little mop.
For fuck's sake.
Honey, I shrunk with Sarah.
What have I been?
Little 7. What is it? 6'7"? How tall is Sarah again?
He's 6 foot. He's 6. Let me find out.
Not sure,
6
not
foot something. He's the tall boy. 6
He's
foot
got almost
8.
a foot on pretty much the entire.
He's
He's got like
6'8".
2 on Ross.
Okay, 6'8". Little 6'8" Sarah.
She's 4'8".
Okay.
Oh. She's 4'8".
Little mouse, so tiny.
Is that where we're going?
My mom says I need to go home.
Sorry.
Says I can't play with you guys anymore.
But yeah, Juno, you walk up to Sarah. As you see him just on the... Maybe not walk up to him, but you do see him on the deck, so you choose to ignore or go somewhere else.
Ignore or go somewhere else? There's no option.
It's like life is strange, you know?
Ignore him or go somewhere else. They're both the same thing, but I've got two options here. Alright, the illusion of choice.
Talk to Sarah is not one of them.
No, ignore
it's
me.
not.
No, if you ignore him, you stand next to him and just don't acknowledge
There we
him,
go.
or you leave.
Or I leave entirely.
Those are
Alright.
options.
So, I'll choose option 7. I'll just
Well,
walk
we're
up.
4, 5, and 6.
Don't worry about it. You don't want to know. You don't want to know. You're wild.
Ooh.
So what does Juno want to do?
I'm sorry. It's just hard getting into character because we just keep popping in and out. I can't.
Sorry.
I'm so
can't.
sorry.
Gosh, I don't know. I can't conceptualize right
The
now.
way you just are like...
Sarah's gonna turn around and be like, how's your room?
Oh, it's actually very nice. So I saw. It's very lovely. The floors are very clean. Pillows seem.
Pillows
Decent.
nicely puffed.
Do you know who did that? I think there's actually chocolates on the pillow, which I'm very surprised about because it's a pirate ship. I think they could actually have chocolates. It did.
Me.
Oh. I thought you just did the floor.
No, I do.
You've
Odd
only been
jobs.
gone a couple hours. That's a lot that you've done. You seem to have moved around.
All I seem to have done is puffed pillows, placed little chockies on your pillow, and scrubbed the deck.
You seem a little upset.
Painfully British.
Painfully. Placed a sweet
Chockies
treat on your pillow.
This is getting worse.
You're gonna become Rupert Everett in no time. This is bad.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I'm sorry, guys. Continue.
I don't know who that is.
I'll just be told to scrub. I do the captain's orders. It's fucking shite here.
You've only
How
been
long's
here like 6 hours.
Yes, I'm aware. I
Oh.
already want to just pass away,
That's
disintegrate.
a bit much. Couldn't be me, but I'm sorry that you're suffering.
This Christ!
I'm paying for your passage here.
Well, no, actually, Fever paid for. You're giving us a discount.
I'm making
though.
it cheaper.
You are.
Oh,
Fever technically is paying.
he just turns around and starts like, go fuck yourself, Juno. And starts
Just laughs and just starts walking away. Have a nice night,
God.
boys. He just
Like
walks
I-
off.
like Sarah's been a little bit of a dick. I
And
admit
Juno
that, but this is so
Juno
cold.
Shit right back.
Like,
He's had a day.
Just
Juno
Okay.
just like wishes
I
him
guess
well.
Sarah finishes mopping the deck and he's gonna like look. Is the captain still there? Is Argus still there?
Argus is talking to someone else like further, like in the front of the ship. And if you wanted to go towards where he is, Fever does come up around that time when Juno leaves. But I'm just gonna go to Juno. Juno, pick a number between. Sorry. 1 and 8, please.
Oh.
This will be fun. As you what do you walk off to?
I think he just like moves to a different part of the ship that he's not.
Just a different part of the ship.
You know that he's not mopped. He's just gonna probably go where you can see the water. Just move out the water.
Okay, so you just go to like pretty much the front of the ship.
Yeah.
Like, you know, up to that where the if you were in the Titanic, you would do the Rose and Jack thing. So kind of like there. As you hear a voice above you. Are you looking for something?
He just like he's like doesn't look up. Not particularly, just at the water. Why?
Well, Well, if you're trying to look for the Leviathan, I've been trying for like at least 15 years. I haven't found him yet. So if you find him, please do tell me first.
So he looks up. Who's he talking to?
You see a tiefling. They have like little like gunpowder on them. It looks like they have very like short hair, but not short hair because they've cut it. It looks like it's been like burnt off continuously by something that they've been like experimenting with or like doing something with. They have quite it looks, you can't really tell in the dark if they have red or purple skin, but they have like horns that kind of go like up, like kind of like up and then like that. As
guys, I'm gonna require you to mute yourselves in a moment because I can't. the cracking and laughter, you're killing me.
As they're kind of looking at you and they take one of the ropes and then swing themselves down. As you see that they have again clothes that look like they could have been nice and worn, but they have loads of like holes in them. Again, loads of gunpowder. You can smell it, especially now that they're closed. As they seem like they would have changed, but this is such a hazard in what they do that they just can't. They just don't even change anymore because everything just gets ruined.
And they came from like up top, like they're on the crow's nest kind of area, or just like somewhere.
That's on the Reagan?
Like the sails?
Reagan.
I don't know
Reagan.
anything about boats.
The Reagan. The thing that looks like, loads of ropes like tied together you can climb up.
Somewhere in there. Yeah. I've seen
Yeah,
like a pirate movie once or twice. Yeah.
Exactly. So that as they kind of like take the rope, jump down and they put their hand over to you like, I'm Alex Nemo.
Has like 0.25 seconds looking at that hand and knowing that there's gonna be so much gunpowder. He does shake his hand. He like looks at it and is like, oh.
Your hand is just discolored now. It's just well once was a clean hand. It's just black.
What do you say?
I'm Alex. I'm the most good-looking one of the twins. Have you seen my brother Felix?
I have not yet. I'll take your word for it.
Good. You haven't missed out on anything, really.
Wait, are you
he's my brother.
Exact twins?
Well, he has a bit longer hair because he doesn't actually do any of the explosive stuff, He's my powder monkey, I'm the gunner. You see?
Ah, I see. And you've been looking for a Leviathan?
Oh, yes! The Leviathan! You've heard about it, yes?
No, not at all. Or have I heard of it?
Probably. It's like really kind of like a common.
Okay.
Like it's just a big sea creature, that's
like,
most likely.
I've heard a thing or two.
But the Leviathan, I have heard, has secrets. So if you find the Leviathan, you have to follow it to where it leads to you because it will lead you to the biggest treasure there is! On this plane of existence, at least!
Okay, so is that like the captain's goal right now? To find the Leviathan?
Oh, no, that's my goal. That's my goal. I'm gonna tell the captain that when I find the Leviathan...
Okay. That's just you.
Yeah, it's my dream. It's my dream.
Your dream, your MO. Is to find the Leviathan and find the treasure that it holds.
Exactly. And the captain has said that if we see the Leviathan, we will actually follow it.
Oh.
So,
I'm sure
he has also said the Leviathan does not exist, but I will prove him wrong.
Well, I'm sure he's a man of his word, and you will go on this journey, hopefully. What does it look like? What is it? Like, is it a...
Well, no one actually really knows, but I feel like when you know, you know, you know?
No. Sounds
Well, I have some drawings though. As he comes up and you see this notebook, you try to see the drawings. They are literally so full of like soot and like the ink is like you're drawn and then you seem that they're left-handed because they've been writing, but as they've been writing, like the ink has like been dragged with the hand. So none of the drawings or the writing is.
Do I? I can't make out a single thing on there. It looks like a pig or something. I don't know.
Yeah, you have no idea.
Left-handed sucks. From a writing point. Is anyone left-handed here?
I'm not, but my grandmother is. Are you left-handed?
That's the worst. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's so annoying writing to like, and you start writing in an exam, and you got to use an ink pen, and you start writing, and then everything's just.
I've had loads of friends that have told me about that being, and I just don't find it like a fascinating little detail.
It's so annoying.
I know,
Writing
but it's
is a
still
pain.
fascinating. It's
so
a little
strange.
character thing. But yeah.
dark ink
Oh.
everywhere down your hand.
You have
All
trauma
the time through
about
school.
this,
Oh,
Zach?
dang.
You have trauma.
No, not really. It's
Are you
just-
also left-handed, Sawyer?
No, I just was. My little cousin is,
Oh.
and he's in like 2nd grade, and he
Oh.
is having a
You
time.
just have to like, the marker and the, oh no.
Well, you see that? Alex is kind of showing you like, you see, it's very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So, are you
Yes.
looking for something in particular? That's why you're in the ocean, yeah?
Oh well, my friends are trying to get somewhere, and I'm following along.
You're following a lead. Where are you leading to? Is it to your dreams? Is it to a treasure?
Not for me, no. I think that they're looking for things like that, maybe.
What are you looking for?
Oh, I don't know. Right now,
Juno's never pondered this question ever. So right now
I
here.
don't know. Changes.
So, oh, that is interesting. It's interesting. Maybe you want to join me on the quest to find the Leviathan, eh?
I don't know if I want that to be my whole goal. I don't think we're staying on the ship very long, sadly. But while I'm on it, I wouldn't mind keeping an eye out.
I like that. Actually, no. I love that.
Oh.
What was your name again?
You know.
Juno. Juno, I like you, Juno. And your little something going on with your hair. Is it alive or something?
Oh,
it's very
the
interesting.
condition I use. It's very good.
Oh, it's very nice. It's very nice. I wouldn't know. My hair is quite burned off. Ever tried to put something on it? Poof!
I think
it'll
it
be
works
gone.
for you. Got a nice slick look.
I can try. And they like try to like get the hair, and it's just you just see like kind of some of it like crumples a bit. It's like I've been trying. It doesn't really work.
Keep on trying. I think you'll get there eventually.
I like your attitude. I like your attitude. They kind of look around. Well, I have to go. I leave it to you and your finding out what you. He kind of they kind of like point on your like chest, like what your dream is gonna be.
Thank you.
Following your heart.
Yes, I will, and you as well.
I
See
already
anything,
know what's.
I'll let you know.
Oh yeah, I already know what's in my heart, and I'm already following it. Do you?
I'll find something soon.
All right.
Can't wait
I'll see.
until one day he turns around and is like, "You're my dream."
Oh!
All right, that you just solved like all of Juno's
I
like
want
kids
to
at the
give
moment.
Alex a kiss. I want to give Alex a little kiss.
I love Alex so dearly, but the second like he's out of sight, like nowhere near Juno, she knows like horrified.
And
He doesn't even do that because he
Uh,
doesn't want to touch his clothes, so he's just like
no.
the
You're gonna try and hang off the ship and run your hand through the wall.
Reach. You gotta
I could
reach.
never reach. He's just like tries to fight. He's like looking around. Look at a rag around here. I can't do this right now.
You can wipe it on
Cabin
Sarah.
boy when you need
I
it.
was-
I was gonna come with the mop. I was gonna come with the mop and just go
Don't you come to, don't you do
on his hand, just like.
Oh.
on his whole face on his hand.
Everywhere.
No. I would like to say the fever is right there behind Sarah as this happens.
What the
So
fuck are you doing?
Okay.
What?
let's
What are
let's
you doing?
backtrack a tiny bit. Let's backtrack a tiny bit before that actually happens. Fever, you see Sarah on the deck as Juno kind of walked away. Are you here? Fuck you, Juno.
He was gonna pause.
It
He was gonna pause and make.
specifically.
Oh, fuck yourself, Juno.
Damn. Beaver just kind of pauses and looks and is like, "Oh, Jesus Christ." And he's gonna walk up to Sarah and just, you know, that awkward thing where you just start standing next to someone. And you're like, so. That's Fever trying to make conversation because he
You know I
feels
don't do
bad
small
that they
talk,
left
Fever.
Sarah alone. Okay. Okay. How's your day been?
It's been shite. Where have you been?
Okay. Well, Layla and I went to a bar, played a little bit. You'll be very proud of me. He remembers what they did. You'll be going to be very proud of me. I was mean to someone.
Sarah puts on the mop. It's like, do tell.
He was gonna lean against the railing. So these two terrible bards from my school came, and they were kind of mean to me. I had time, but Juno talked to me, and then they got really sick on stage. Well, no, didn't do that.
Worse, public embarrassment.
Worse, yeah. I may have ended their careers, so that's fun.
That's funny.
And then I took their spot on stage. And I told them to keep my name out of their mouth. I channeled a little bit of you. Just a...
he just kind of knocks it shut. Proud of you. Excellent work.
Fever completely stumbled. Okay, okay. He is very slight. A wisp of a man. Okay.
Proud of you, kid. Nicely done. You'll be a killer in no time. Cold-blooded.
Well, I don't know about that.
You gotta, this looks like killing people with your music. You gotta kill it out there. Yeah. And you kind of have the worst, attempt at a smile, like a...
Fever is delighted. He's like, biggest grin, face scrunched up grin, and just... Right, thank you! I'm just... I was gonna, kind of lean on the rail and so... Guess you and the captain don't get along.
Well, not exactly. If we want to stay on this ship and get the monetary discount that we do, then we have to stay here doing this. But welcome.
Well, thank you. Also, if you wanted help, I didn't know that this is what you were doing. And he kind of gestures at the mob, but he's like, if you need help,
well,
do is ask.
I thank you. I appreciate it. It's, I think, good for me to be inferior this time, lesser, in a embarrassing way.
There's a different. Well, I think there's a difference between, I think there's a difference between humbling yourself and being someone just being mean to you. I've learned that today. People actually, I don't think, are supposed to be mean to... Are we finished? Are we done? Are we done? Anyway, I learned today that... that people aren't actually supposed to be mean to you. So that's fun. So maybe we can keep each other, a little honest on that end. You make sure I stick up for myself, and I make sure you do the same, but, without the murder and the, pretension and superiority complex.
I think that could be a good trade. Could be mutually beneficial. He kind of just crosses his hands, just like, it's a deal. Just don't be too preppy. It annoys me.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
And around that time is when you see Juno there,
and
with his hand.
He goes, he's like, watch this will be funny. He gets the mop, and he's just like, hey, Juno, you got a little bit of a...
Don't you dare.
A little trouble.
Don't you dare. I will never forgive you for this.
Trouble.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
Don't open your mouth.
Fever just watches.
Just properly just shoves them off.
Okay,
I will literally never forgive you for this.
Okay.
What sort of terrible Constitution saving throw would that be?
No, it's fine. Look, Juno's just really wet. At least your hands are clean, but you feel disgusting.
Cast
welcome.
precipitation.
Are they clean though? Because now they're
Yeah, it's dirty mop water on a pirate ship. He's not clean by any regards right now. Oh my god.
Do you see this deck? It's fucking sparkling.
I've seen better. And he casts precipitation on himself and just walks away. He's so done. He's had a day and a half and now he's been mopped. He puts Sarah on some list somewhere. Sarah's on it. Next time they're in combat and half the party goes down, Sarah will not be helped by him. He's petty.
Okay, so the retaliation for Sarah getting
Yeah.
Juno's hand a little bit wet
Does he
you
hold
won't
a
like
grudge?
help Sarah if he's
Oh,
dying.
does he hold a grudge? You would not believe.
Jesus.
Oh my
Here's a little
goodness,
character
okay.
tidbit for you. Juno will hold
Bloody
a grudge
hell.
until the day he
My
dies.
word.
It's okay. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Oh my gosh.
Beaver's gonna take his little stash off and kind of hand it to Juno and be like, you have a little on your
It's okay.
on the
It's
nose.
fine. It's fine. You cast prestidigitation, so it all goes away. But the memory is there. The trauma.
It's the phantom. It's the phantom, like, wetness now. It's like, it's not there. Yeah, the phantom. Wow, I love this new rendition of Phantom of the Opera. The Phantom of the
The
Opera.
Phantom of the Mopera.
I'm leaving. I'm ejecting myself.
Calls out our
Great.
brains.
Gotta go. Gotta go.
You will sit here and watch this with us.
As this chaos ensues, Layla,
Ow.
you are in your hammock, sleeping, having a dream of sorts. It's a really great dream. You sleep really well throughout the night. Rosalind, you wish you did.
You get some trauma. You get
What's going on?
Layla, as you are dreaming of beautiful forests of... Yeah, Layla, as you are dreaming of beautiful forests of, you know, the nicest music, you remember your finest mead. I mean, you went down, like, piss drunk, and sometimes when you're drunk, you have, like, the worst dreams. But for you, this time, you are dreaming of the best things that come in mind for you. You're like, when you wake up, you've never been so well rested in your entire life, and you won't even be hungover. Like, you are so good. Rosalind, you dream of your island, but it's all burnt down. There are no trees. And what was of trees are just burnt up like twigs on the ground. All the grass that was green is charcoal and brown. You don't even see where your cabin ended or began, as it is just ash on the ground. As you smell the smoke in the air, so thick you can't even see the stars above you. The same stars that you grew up with and you could see and count in front of you. You find yourself walking towards where the water is. You just continue walking through the smoke, through the tears you feel are filling up, like, in your eyes. You don't even know or feel if you're crying or not. It's just so much. And you don't even know if you're crying because of the smoke or because of the heaviness in your heart as you walk through it. And then, almost like catching, like, your last breath of air, you get this blinding, searing light in your eyes. It hurts so badly as you kind of look, and you are now on your knees. You stumbled as you now sense something that you've never sensed before. It's almost like the grass is too vibrant green to be real, as if the water that is in front of you, almost like a river, is a lilac dark blue with stars that are glinting in it, but not the stars that you know about, that you remember, that you know from the skies on your island. And as you look up, nothing looks right, and that is when you wake up.
I think she wakes up, like, crying, but she's also, like, as soon as she realizes she's crying, she just starts laughing. Like, kind of, like, in denial of, like, weird dream. I'm gonna go for breakfast. Layla
Is
Please start shaking her foot in the hammock, like rocking the hammock.
Layla is like with a big biggest grin, having the time of her life.
Is this in the middle of the night or the morning?
It's like 4 a.m.
Okay, so we're me and Juno are probably asleep in our little hammocks.
Yeah.
Do we wake up?
Does Rosalind wake them up?
How loud is the
I think
laughter?
Rosalind's just like,
Oh, does she laugh really loud?
Yeah, does the sound?
This is maniacal laughter? Is it?
she might be, I don't think she's really controlling her volume right now.
Okay, just quickly,
you
would you
wanna
say it's
scroll?
loud or not?
It's probably like the first few are loud.
Okay. Can the three of you just make a straight D20 roll for me, please?
19.
My poor trance. Gone. I can actually find the dice. 15.
The worms in your hand. 15. Layla, did you roll as well?
Oh, I did not know.
That's okay.
9.
Layla, you're sleeping so soundly. You're not waking up from this amazing dream right now unless someone shakes you up. It is, again, the best thing you've experienced. It's the best. The two of you do wake up.
Peter wakes with a start because he's used to waking up when other kids in the orphanage would wake up just from the shuffling of noise, and he's just like, huh? What? Huh?
Why?
That's it.
Why? What?
Rosalind, once she realizes Layla isn't awake, isn't fully aware of her surroundings. She's not aware that it's 4 a.m., but she does just kind of, get out of her hammock and starts to just head for the door of, the...
Master, where are you going?
It's the middle of the night.
It's,
Bestie, it's like 4
Do
a.m.
you have to pee?
Do you need a buddy? Going.
Layla
me out.
snores really loudly.
You're freaking me out. It's so intense here right now.
Yeah.
Rosalind? Darling?
breakfast!
It's not breakfast time.
Breakfast!
It's now
There's no
breakfast
breakfast yet, my dear. There's some dried fruit in my
Yeah,
bag.
I've
Do
got
you
some
want a dried
I've got
apple
a piece
or
of
something?
a
That's what I
cookie in my
thought.
hair wrapped up. I've got some cookie in my hair. We're like,
Finish the cookie. I'll take the cookie.
just give me a cookie that's wrapped up in like a
It's gonna look-
parchment.
Oh god. Fear's gonna look at Juno and just
Juno looks back like,
they're having a silent conversation of like
there's blinking. There's sharp intakes in
Morse
the
code. Finally, Fear's like, fine, alright.
Tag, you're it.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Do you know you're crying?
Also
I'm
laughing.
not crying. It was a bad dream, and I'm fine. I'm not crying. And she just got her eyes closed.
Okay. Fever's gonna get out of bed and just kind of silently, because he's an air genasi. He has any shoes on, so just kind of pat on over to her and just very gently reach out as if he's gonna touch her arm and wait to see what she looks at her and is like, is this okay? And he's gonna put his arm on her shoulder and just kind of rub his thumb back and forth on her shoulder, okay. Do you want to talk about it?
I just wish I could go back to the simplicity of worrying if my family was going to be mad at me.
Oh.
I think Juno
I don't
will
know what
saddle
that
up
means.
behind, Rosalind, and just keep Juno keep talking, but he's parting his fingers through Rosalind's hair as she's talking. Just sitting.
What does that mean?
What about earlier?
I know it's been 60 years. I thought...
Yeah, Fever doesn't know.
Oh,
Yes,
I'm in the middle of these two.
Layla doesn't know either.
Layla's slumbering.
I...
Layla is having a good rest. Juno just like quietly says,
The way that Layla looks like a big bear right now.
Juno just quietly says,
It's so cute.
Sorry,
Rosalind
continue,
might
Juno.
still be a little bit drunk.
Oh,
not
Yeah.
drunk.
What
Might
were
be
you saying,
part of
Juno?
why she's like this.
I don't
Juno?
know.
No, I'm so sorry. I did cut you off. I'm very
It's
sorry.
fine.
I didn't mean to.
Just have the attention span of a squirrel.
Beaver's
Same.
It's on
Alan.
me.
Beaver's gonna like look between. He's gonna look between Rosalind and Juno, and just kind of like. I feel as though I'm missing a few chapters in whatever story this is.
Missing chapter. Number 7, 8, who knows? We go to what was the place we were
Innswood.
Innswood. We go to Innswood because I say, oh, I know someone there. The someone there is supposed to be my brother. Because before I left, he was going to Innswood to join the army for a bit. And then I find a museum with Juno saying that it's been 6 years since that. And it's very likely that I might have been in the Faewild for a while. Wild.
Okay. Oh. That's okay. He's gonna look at like Juno over her head and like eyebrows raised, like, yeah, real. Is this?
Yeah, Juno
Yeah.
just gives like
Looking-
the most serious like look, like one nod. Like that's exactly it.
Oh dear. I'm so sorry.
I didn't remember anything for a while. And I might be remembering things now. And she like looks to the hammock where she was like just asleep. And I'm kind of understanding of why I maybe chose to forget, or how it ended. I'd rather just be ignorant of whatever I'm going to return to at this point.
That's. Whew.
Can't
Not
be at
happened.
4 a.m.
What happened to you today, huh?
Big day, big day,
Explain some
big
things.
day.
I wish I had anything I could say.
You know.
He's gonna hug her.
We can
He's
make a
just gonna
puppy
kinda,
pile
like,
of
press
hugs.
it.
Puppy?
Puppy pile hug.
And they're just all hugging her. He's gonna lean his cheek against hers and just kind of start humming like really low in his chest. And just, I'm so sorry. But at the very least, you won't be returning to it alone. I promise that.
That is better. I don't think I would otherwise.
Couldn't blame you. He's gonna pull back a little. He's gonna cup her cheeks and like use his thumbs like to wipe the tears from under her eyes. And he's gonna like kiss her forehead and then press his forehead against hers. And he's gonna say in the little like Gaelic that he does know, face, you'll always have a home, Rosalind. It just may look a little different.
Me too.
It's just whining noises.
Juno like looks at Fever like, what did you say? Did you say like he's behind Rosalind? Like, what does that mean?
Rosalind, can you make either a con save or a wisdom save for me, please?
What?
Yeah.
No, don't worry,
Sure.
don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I'm worried. I'm worried
You
about
say
it.
that.
I'm so worried about it.
Don't worry about it.
No, I'm worried about
I
it.
will be worried about it, but thank you for the consideration.
You can't
Bless you.
tell me to stop worrying.
Bless you.
You said wisdom save?
Wisdom con,
Or
whichever you
con
want.
save? Alright, so that's a dirty 20
Oh,
with wisdom.
Go off.
Bad
No,
bitch.
the thing is that you fall right asleep into Fever's, just because you're so exhausted.
Oh, okay.
You feel calm
Sir.
again. You feel good again. And as like fever's kind of humming into you, you just fall straight asleep. It was just if like your anxiety would be bad or not. Pretty much.
Is that... And Juno's just looking at the slumped form. Is that... Is this...
I didn't do anything.
There's a lot to unpack here. Neither did I.
He's just gonna hold her. He's gonna pick Rosalind up for like the third time that night. And just kind of like deposit her in her little hammock. He's gonna take the blanket off of his bed and put it on top of her too.
Extra blankets.
He's just like, well. He's gonna look at Juno and he's like, well, that explains a lot about her.
That does.
How are you doing? How are you doing?
I'm not the one who's gone for 60 years.
Yes, but something's different. He's just kind of gonna look at Juno. Well, I'm never gonna try and force you to talk to me, Juno, but
I appreciate that. It wouldn't go very well.
I know. He's gonna let it rolls right off his back. He knows that Juno's kind of he sees it for what it is and is in an attempt to kind of put that distance back up. And he's gonna just kind of look at Juno, same smile as ever, and just kind of like lean against the wall. He's like, okay. I just figure, you have the option to talk. I know sometimes it doesn't always feel like that.
I appreciate it. Right now, I'm just really worried about her. He like tucks like one like strand of Rosalind's hair. It's like kind of flayed out.
Well,
At
only
least
so
she has
much
a
we can
comfy
do.
bed.
Oh my god, go away.
Sorry, do you have a comfy
Go
bed?
away.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Say
Oh,
one
I'm
more
sorry,
comment
Sarah.
and I'll take away the pillow,
No,
okay?
you're gonna be out of feather. You're gonna be out of feather.
No,
Say
one
something.
feather. It'll
Say
be
something.
2 feathers instead of 3. It'll be 2
shit.
feathers instead of 3.
Oh shit, you about to lose a feather. You about to lose a feather and
Yeah,
you're
the
gonna
boy
die.
He needs those feathers.
He holds her so dearly.
Yeah, do
You're
you
just
go
gonna-
back? Do you
did
go
you
back
say,
to sleep,
Fever?
Fever? Sorry.
That's what I was gonna say. He's gonna kind of look at Juno and he's gonna like squeeze his hand where it's like resting on Rosalind's hammock and gonna turn and walk back to his and over his shoulder. Good night, Juno.
Good night, Fever. Juno will like sit in his bed, but he's
He's
not
gonna wrap
going
his
back to
cloak around and
trance.
stuff.
Yeah. So
Wait, Juno's
He's not
gonna-
cold.
Yeah. It was just kind of like, I don't know, it gives me like suburban moms.
What are you doing up right now?
What are you
Where's
doing?
my Amazon
it's the
season?
white rich.
What are you
It's the
doing
white
here?
witch woman meme.
It is. It's
The kids have soccer.
now. It is 4 a.m. It is not breakfast time. It's a very different approach to that
It's giving.
situation.
It's giving. It certainly is.
But he's just
giving.
gonna wrap himself up in his cloak and like lay down in his hammock on his little pillow, and you just hear very softly humming until he falls asleep.
Yeah, and Juno, you're kind of like awake a bit by yourself in the hammock.
I think he like can't go back into a trance at that. So he'll toss his blanket over top of Fever once he's asleep because it's not like he was using it anyway. And I think he'll just like step out the room, just get some space, Go look back at that nice water. Maybe he'll see the Leviathan. I don't know. I hope for the best for Alex.
Make a deception check.
Serious?
No, if you want to.
I just, I doubt it, but like if I did, like I want to get into this Alex's story arc.
It's fair.
I
Continue,
think they're so
continue.
neat.
I think they're so neat. I'm terrified of the amount of dust and soot that is on them, but they're so neat. Okay, it's a 21 on perception.
Alex.
I'm perceiving the water.
You're perceiving that there's no Leviathan, but
Okay.
the water is. But you do see a dolphin.
I think for a moment he's just like, oh shit, okay.
Oh.
Oh. He's terrified he's actually gonna find this Leviathan because he doesn't know what that
Nah, it's a
entails.
dolphin.
He
It's a
doesn't know what that
dolphin.
entails.
Does he know what a dolphin is? Because he might think it's a Leviathan then.
No, he knows what a dolphin is.
What the fuck is that?
We see a whale, it's all over. If we see a whale, all of our landlocked ass is about to flip.
That is true. Fever has never been on a boat before. Wow.
No.
Layla hasn't been on a boat?
Thank you for that information. I'm going to use that.
Been on a boat.
Not you writing that
She's never seen
down.
the ocean.
Oh my god, they're gonna wake up to something beautiful.
She's lived in the mountains her whole life.
I
She's like, where the fuck am I?
was drunk this whole time, got dragged into the ship with no perception, went to bed, and is gonna wake up in the middle of the water, like miles
Yeah.
Yep.
Surprise!
This is going to be so good. I'm so excited. Don't you worry. I'm so excited.
I think Gina will like go
so Gina-
stand in a similar location to where he talked to Alex, like wherever he was there. This is kind of his spot now. He likes his spot. And I think he'll look down at his hand that was like once covered in soot because he still has the phantom feel of it. They're just like trauma to him. And I think he'll just look out the water for a while because after what happened, he doesn't think he can sleep anymore. He'll kind of like mumble to himself, assuming he's alone, like, dream. Why? I think I'd like to get more powerful than I ever imagined.
And that is where we're going to go do our outbreak.
Or,
Sick.
More powerful than you could ever imagine. Wow, that's interesting. Either way, we have a 10-minute outbreak made by, with a bunch of art and beautiful things that our fans and followers have sent to us. And they're absolutely awesome. Please share your art with us so we can update it in the next outbreak. Please be here in 10 minutes' time, or else we will continue this episode of the Mortal Reverie. Let's go!
Bye-bye!
Hello, guys, and welcome back from the outbreak. Thank you so much for everyone that has sent in their beautiful, gorgeous art. We love to see more of it, and we love to share it in the next one when we update the outbreak, because we love everything you guys have created. It's incredible. So, I would like to start with Layla.
Okay.
So, Layla, you wake up first, pretty much from everyone else. You do see that Juno's hammock is empty as you get up, and I would like you to choose a number between 1 and 8, please.
6.
Okay. So, you get up. You get the smell of bacon in the air. It is gorgeous. You smell bacon, eggs. You smell this kind of stew as well. That is coming from the lower decks.
Say less. Say less. Right, on our way.
She swallows her nose. You follow your nose as you go downstairs. And you see 2 people kind of talking to each other. One of them you didn't really see, but you as a player know. You see the girl that is like very super pale, the black bob with incredibly dark eyes. It's just like this human talking to this dwarf of a man who it's definitely, you can see by what he's wearing and the amount of like food stains on him. This is the ship's cook. As he is downstairs and he looks at you and then just does a double take. All right, that's been a while since I've seen someone with a healthy appetite. What's your name, lassie?
Oh, me? Oh.
Aye?
Layla.
Ah, Layla, sit down. What do you like? Oh, you didn't tell me we had a proper, fighter on the ship. We just had the cabin boy, but, he's all just muscle, no talk. But this one...
She maybe takes her seat a little
you sense some pride. You sense a wince in your chest where you are right now as you wake up feeling like someone's said something mean about you.
Jesus.
as you see this really burly dwarf. He has, this red hair, that probably is just as long as him, put up into this really messy bun, still some of the hair peeking up, going down, a beard to match it with loads of braids. He has some of his teeth are gold, as he has, a scar pretty much a gnarly scar going across his face, down towards his neck, also one across his neck, as this man has seen some shit. And has been through some shit. He looks like he's 50, but with dwarf age, he's around 200, maybe 150 years old.
Okay. Layla likes him.
Yeah. He's like, ah? So what do you like? What do you like? Tell me.
Whatever you will feed me, I will eat, and I will like it.
I like her. And you see the girl, she only walked down and you told her that you like, but I don't understand you, Brutus. I really don't. And she kind of goes, the girl walks past you and pats you on the shoulder. Good luck. Whatever he's gonna feed you, I hope you can keep it down. As she just goes past. Okay, so what's your spice level, lassie? Can you handle some spice?
It's breakfast time.
I can try. Yes.
You can try. I don't like trying. It's a yes or no, lassie. It's a yes or no.
Then yes.
See this grin as he just gets a handful of chilies and jalapenos as he just starts chopping them up. And you can feel it from across the room. You just feel the seething of the chili and the spice just in your eyes as he's just chopping up. As quickly, you've never seen someone chop up vegetables as quickly as he has. And you have the finest cut onions and chilies and everything as he puts it into, and you see some sauces and other stuff as it almost looks random the way he's just chucking things into this pot as he just starts stirring, and it has some kind of this fire that he just almost like explodes underneath, and you smell this like gunpowder as well that he's also using to just get the fire starting. He's crazy, but he knows what he's doing, question mark. As it, like in a couple of minutes he just gets a whole like thing of like, you know, food and puts it in front of you. Right, try that.
Okay, she takes a big mouthful. Don't need to tell her twice.
Make a con save.
Okay.
Will we ever have a normal meal together? Ever?
She got a 5.
It is so spicy. The way that when you get, you know, you confidently take one and you just feel it burning down your throat. You feel it going into your stomach, and it's almost like you're getting a stomach ulcer. It feels like it's burning your insides.
I'm from the north. Don't do this.
As well. What kind of north are you from?
Very north. Mountain. Top.
Mountains as well. What are you from?
She's like crying right now. She's like, Kings. I'm gonna say, I'm not.
You're that kind of north, aye. Well, let me tell you, I'm from Grimspell. I'm from Grimspell. That's even northern than yours, alright? Next to Winterspell. Well, you say north, I say north. I was checking if we were neighbors or we're from the same place, but oceans apart apparently. Are you okay? Do you need something? Is this too spicy for you?
Yes. She's crying. Like, she's just staring at him, but like tears are coming down her face.
Right. I think I got some milk somewhere. She goes and tries to find like a glass of milk. Like, I don't know if this works, but you can try it.
She gulps that.
It helps a tiny bit.
Cute. Love it.
As Sarah, you also get woken up quite early. As you also, because this is kind of like right underneath where you are, you kind of hear a commotion and you smell the chili and the spices and everything happening. You kind of smell the scent of gunpowder as well, as somewhere in there, you don't know why. As you kind of hear Layla's voice, like mumbling underneath you.
Smells good. I'm hungry. Let's go.
As he goes downstairs, and you see Layla just like red tears in her eyes, just like with this glass of like milk.
Sarah just kind of walks over and slaps him.
It's the cabin boy. How are you doing this fine morning?
I'm awake. That's about as much as I can say. Smells good in here, though.
Aye. Do you have the stomach then, cabin boy?
Let's give it a go.
As he goes, he gives you a... Try it then!
April,
I dare ya!
Is this a con save as well for me?
Yeah, absolutely it is.
Obviously.
Yeah.
It's a little spicy.
A little spicy. 18.
Why is it spicy?
It's fine.
Why is it spicy?
It has a little kick to it. As you just like, if you wanted to, you could just like ramen bowl it, just drink it.
Oh, he does exactly that. Just helps it down.
Oh, aye. So what are you from, cabin boy?
North.
He looks at him and said, are you from the same place then? You both say north, but you're not north.
Further north.
Oh, where are you from?
Way further north. I doubt you'll have heard of it.
Try me. I've been everywhere, boy.
He Sarah starts like try and say it, and he's just like, and just gets it lodged in his throat. He's like,
Yeah, you can't. You just feel like something like. Every time you try to say something, it's like you want to choke.
These are not the very many words.
It's not in your tongue.
All right. Try to be mysterious, boy. So I can see you're both fighters, but I can see that she slayed a lot more than you.
Is that so? And he looks over at Layla, just like, what the fuck did you tell him?
Layla's just like, I just got here, dude. Layla's
Says
like,
who?
"You will say anything."
it's just sense of air. Like, she's seen the fuckery of the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's
Are you
been
saying
to
I look sad?
No, it's you've been to the depths of hell, fighting some fucking demons, and then rise back up again like a fucking phoenix. That's what I'm telling. And you're just too fucking clean.
Oh.
It's like you've been like bathing in some kind of castle your entire life, like a prince or something.
Sarah's gonna go in for an unarmed strike.
And I'm sorry.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man!
20, bitch.
If anyone asks, we don't know him, okay? Roslyn,
I don't know him.
Layla, Fever, we're getting out of here alive.
You don't even hear. You don't hear
Set up
Fever's
our
little.
rooms.
You don't hear Fever's little conscience in the back of your head at all.
I don't know. Even
22.
You don't hear the little. Oh dear!
22. Okay, yeah, that definitely hits. So how much damage does
Jesus
it take?
Christ!
Just smack straight square in the face.
Yeah, but how much damage does it take? It should say
Just 4 points.
4 points of damage. You literally like you hear a little crack as well as he just like stumbles back. His nose is a bit out as it starts bleeding. He just like cracks it back.
Oh!
Ha! I like you, boy, but don't get too cocky with me. Me and the captain are best pals, you say. Try hitting
So
me
I've
one more
heard.
time without my consent, and I will tell to the captain, and I'll make you do some shit. I'll tell you that, boy. Right now,
Once was-
respect it.
Once was enough. Just to ease the tension.
He punches you back.
Is it?
Yep.
Okay.
That's what Layla makes that noise in the corner. She's like, oh.
That's a nat 20, bitch.
That's
Oh, Prince!
So he just like pow into like your nose as you take. He's not. He's quite strong. So it'll be double. It'll be double. So it'll be 6 points of damage. Is Zachariah frozen for you, the rest of you as well?
Yeah.
He
The
looks
punch took him
delighted.
out.
The punch
It
was
ruined.
too
It ruined the internet connection.
Knocked him off the stream.
He literally can't even stay here. Got beat by a chef.
He just got sent back home.
I was
Yeah.
so stressed. I was like, is this how we get
Punched
thrown off
into
the
next
ship?
week.
Is this how our pirate adventure ends? We're made to walk the plank.
Got punched into next week, literally.
Yeah, he did. He literally did.
Coming back, bud?
Are you coming? Come back to us. Should I just call him? I have
Are
his
you
number.
good?
Maybe we can message him.
We
It's much more
Wait,
dramatic
no.
to be like,
Oh, he's back.
He's back.
We're back.
Sorry, that punch.
It just disconnected for no reason.
Yeah,
What's
no,
the
you
punch?
disconnected because you got punched. You
Yeah,
lose
I
6
literally
points of
yeah.
damage
Yeah, done that. Cool.
as he punches
And-
you back.
And he's just like, Sarah's just like, nice. Respect.
Welcome,
Layla just laughs. Yeah. She's like,
welcome to the ship, cabin boy.
And grasses his hand. Doesn't like do a handshake. Does like the wrist.
Yeah, that. Ha!
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
men.
He looks at you, Layla. Do you want something a bit milder for breakfast? I can make you bacon or something.
I like soup.
A soup.
Yeah.
All right. As he goes and makes some like a really creamy soup with some like beef bits in it. It has some like carrots and it's really nice and warm and it feels like a little hug as he gives that to you. As it makes you a very very happy paladin.
Cool.
Yeah.
What was this?
I don't know. It's late. I'm getting overtired.
You're
So
valid.
as the two of you eating breakfast, what the rest of you wake up? What do you guys want to do? Oh, Junie, you've already been awake. Oh yeah.
I'm just laughing at this being your automatic response. Like that's just your response. That's just how you act, and I love that for you because you've done it before, and it's just like you do it so smooth too.
I learned from the best. I don't know who it was, but you know, it's the best.
How's Rosalind looking when she wakes up?
Well, Juno was already awake though.
Yeah, what I was asking you though.
Oh,
How are you looking? Because
Well-
like if Fever thinks you're like, because I think June, are you back in the room like hanging out with us, or did you like stay and like chill in the dam?
Chilling on the deck. He's hanging out. He's having like
Okay.
a moment out there. Plus, it hasn't been that long. If it was like 4, and this we had like a whole moment. It took a while.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to sleep anyway.
Okay.
Just
Fair.
waiting for everyone.
So
to
like I
wake
guess Fever and Rosalind are waking up around now. How are you looking this morning?
Rosalind probably wakes up and her curls are like worse than usual. Of like she didn't even try and like do anything with them yesterday, and there was like the travel beforehand. There's no nothing. Like her face is still like kind of like blotchy from like crying.
Oh, dang.
Like just overall looks rough, and so like she probably like sits up in her hammock, just like on the edge, like in that. Like she's like in her 20s, but it's in the teenager way of like has the blanket around her. Like the
I was
room
gonna
is
say,
cold.
does she look
And,
like a
she just-
15-year-old that has just gotten her heart broken for the first time?
Oh my god.
Yeah,
that kinda
she looks
rough?
real
Yeah.
bad.
Jesus.
But she like kind of like sits up and like takes the blanket off, and then like starts just like looking through her sack of like I'm gonna find a clean shirt. Clean shirt's good. Clean shirt's all right.
Fever's been up for a little bit, I think, at this point, is like just finishing like getting dressed and like kind of like putting his robe on again, like kind of looks over her and like slowly continues getting dressed, staring at her like, is she good? Like trying to assess where she is right now because it's like, he still doesn't quite know what's happening with her, so he's like, I don't. So he's like watching her, and when he finishes, he's just gonna stand there and like wait to see what she does because he's like,
Fever's doing his absolute best. He's doing God's work.
he is trying.
He's doing
Okay, you
amazing.
guys made the most You made the most emotionally inept person in this group. Like the person that's like,
Actually, I would think that would
How's
be
everyone
actually
doing?
Sarah. I think that's actually Sarah. And
You got
then
him there.
probably
You
also
know what?
Juno, like, and then, I feel like you're actually
Layla,
somehow
I feel, is
up there.
well somewhere on that list as
Yeah,
well.
so I feel like actually
It's just-
Fever is the
Okay.
most emotionally balanced, which is saying something.
except Jesus Christ. You made the man who made his. You guys realize you're his like first true friends.
And that
He's
means he
just
loves
like,
us
I
so
don't.
much. And that means he loves us to bits and pieces.
Oh, of course he does. He has no idea what he's doing though, and he's just like, so he's just
He's so
imagine this
valid.
fully grown like 19-year-old man just standing in the corner of the room and just kind of watching.
So
Like, it has the energy of like, you know when you're like when you come home and like slam your door and you're really upset and your parents are like, knock knock.
what's going
Yeah,
on?
right?
Bestie?
It's very much that energy of like he is standing like this, hands like he's just peeking at her like this.
Rosalind like finally like just like shuts her bag after a second and like thinks for a little bit and like stands up with her bag and then turns around to see like Fever in the corner. Hey,
Hello.
how you doing?
Good morning. Okay. Just nodding at each other, I guess. He has no idea what this means.
Do you?
None. He has no
Well,
frame of reference.
I think breakfast might actually be now.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. And breaks the tension. He's gonna put his arm around her shoulders and kind of walk them out of the room.
Yeah, and she's like, I'm going to wash my face and try and brush my hair for a second, and then I'll be down.
All right. Okay. Good. Right. And just unsure of how to end this conversation, just and leaves.
I love
Nothing
that
else.
dog.
Absolutely. Yeah, Rosalind?
Rosalind like goes down like a little farther down the alley, like the little hallway, until she can like find some sort of mirror, and then she reaches into her bag and takes out a scissors and starts cutting off her hair.
Oh, cutting it
Oh.
off?
Yeah,
How
she
short?
just like
Do
she
you have
just
it
takes
now?
off. Yeah,
Okay,
because
gotcha.
like before it was like
Quite
at
long.
least mid back, but now it's like she's like you just
Oh,
don't
Fever
have to
is gonna
use
have
it.
so much trauma just by
That's why.
adjacent.
So okay, so
There's time.
okay. Okay, so as this is happening, as you're just cutting your hair in this random mirror, you do feel someone staring at you as you just you look and you see this water genasi as she looks. Are you having a bad day? Are you having a mental breakdown?
It's been a few bad years, really, but I think this, and like she's like about done. She's like, I think I did it. I think it's all right. I mean, I think I look rather good. Please say I look rather good.
Wait, do you want me to lie to you, or do you want me to tell you the truth? I'm not getting it.
I'd like you to.
Oh,
You help me fix it.
No.
Okay.
My hair is made of water.
Jesus Christ.
Phoebe's out here trying to
Water
be
Genasi is like, "My hair's made of
helpful,
water."
and no one's
Yeah.
helping him.
Like, my husband is bald, so, I don't even know how to do his hair. As you can see, my hair is not hair.
Hair.
Do you see the problem
Makes
I'm having
sense.
right now? Yeah?
Yes.
Great. I don't
Have a
really know who
great
you
day.
are either. So are you one of the guests, or like what are you? Who are you?
I am one of guests. I am one of the guests. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm a guest.
Yeah, does the guest have a name?
She does, but one of the people trying to introduce themselves, I suppose, has not given them their name yet either.
Right, I'm Steph.
Hi, Steph. I'm Rosalind. And
Great.
I'm having a real shit life.
I can
How's
see that with all
yours?
the hair that I'll just ask the cabin boy to fix that later after breakfast. Let's just go.
Oh, well,
Do you know where the kitchen
up, like a
is?
handful of hair.
No, leave it. That's disgusting. We're gonna eat. Just leave it. Drop it. Drop the hair. Drop the hair. My God, is there something wrong? Thank you. Oh my God. Okay. This is fine. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, let's just go to the kitchens. Rosalind, you're having a tough day. Let's just go. And she just pushes you like, who the fuck are these people? And she's just, pushes you down to the kitchens.
God.
And she just,
Fever looks up as they come in the kitchen and sees the new haircut and just wide eyes, freezes, and it just...
I think you're at Phoebe, you're sitting like by Layla and by Sarah. I'm guessing Juno also walks down at some point.
He
Yeah.
walked down when he heard like the commotion.
Yeah.
Afterwards.
So you kind of maybe behind Steph, as you kind of like see what like Steph and Rosalind.
Juno looks at Fever like, Did you know? Did you watch?
Right, I think your friend is having a mental breakdown, and I don't want that to be a thing before I've eaten. So if she can just eat, and then we can figure it out later, that would be great.
Of course. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Also, she kind of Steph looks at you, Sarah. There is lots of hair just on the deck right now. I'm not gonna let you clean that up right now because some decency. So just after we're eating, you just have to get that up, right? Is that okay with you? Not that it's gonna be okay either way because that's kind of your job right now. I'm just telling you to be nice.
Right.
Sure.
Thanks. I'm glad we understand each other. As she goes and just sits down, as you see one by one, people are just coming in. What did you say, Juno?
Oh, I was just gonna say, I think Juno would like go up to Rosalind and just be like, after breakfast, you wanna like wash your hair and we can. You went at it with. Did you use a knife? Did you use a knife?
Went full Mulan.
I guess I have some kitchen shears
Oh.
in my purse for some reason.
Oh,
So-
the splits. Oh, the. After we eat, I can trim up the bottom get some of maybe the ends and frame your face a bit more. After, okay, I'm gonna sit down and I'm going to hope that there's something here that's not me. And we will revisit this after.
You can look away.
You guys, so
Beaver
there's
and
like a
Juno
long...
sitting next to each other and just like
Yes,
the
Layla.
entire meal.
Layla, yes.
Looked up when Layla looked up when she walked in, and then looked back down and was eating her soup. Just, I think it's pretty. Looks nice.
Oh.
Looks good.
Ross like looks over and is like, what kind of soup is that? Can I get some of that soup?
The dwarf man made it. Yeah.
The dwarf has name, Lassie.
Name's Brutus.
You never. Oh,
Don't you want to dance, cabin boy?
They had a bit of a papa.
He
And
said,
now I
don't,
think they're buddies.
he said, don't you wear it out, cabin boy.
Is that how you get breakfast?
No.
No,
That's just
Yes.
him.
Yes.
Hey!
No.
Hey! I'll have you know, I'm a lover, not a fighter.
I'm
the
just
best
gonna,
man.
Breakfast like that.
I'm just gonna explain that there's a long table. Like, there's like a little, like round opening. It's not a door. It's like more of an opening from like the kitchen and like the dining area. As you guys like find a seat there, as people start coming in. Steph kind of sits away from you guys. It's like, God,
Understandable.
got a bunch of fucking weirdos. Yeah, as she's just trying to, get some breakfast before she has to actually work. And right behind her, you see this Goliath of a man. He is like bald. He has the most colorful shirt on him. He has like the nicest trousers. Like he has like this like nice beard as well, and just like this glint of like mischief in his eyes. And this is definitely a guy that if you dared him to do something, he would do it, and you can sense it as he walks in. And he goes behind Steph, gives her like a big kiss on the cheek, like, oh, love of my life, how are you doing today? You look gorgeous. Did you do something with your hair? It looks wonderful. I was like, honey, no, I didn't. Please, I need to eat. No more PDA. We actually have PDA sitting here. You're so lovely. You're so lovely today. Oh my god.
I
Just
love
please
you
let
so
me. It's too early in the morning right now. I cannot stand this. Can you please just sit across me, and then we can talk about this later. And he just like stretches out. He looks at you like, she's always like this. Isn't it wonderful? As he goes and sits across from her. You guys are.
I love a wife guy.
Yeah.
Is this the giant?
The
who's a fun guy?
Goliath. Yeah, he's a fun guy.
So there's not mushroom in this cabin for him.
Oh,
Zach, get out.
Jesus Christ.
Get out.
Zach, you're fired.
Well, that's the end of the stream, everybody. We
This is the last
had a good run.
he looks
when
at
the guy,
you.
when the Goliath,
So
sorry.
funny.
Yeah.
when the Goliath walks in and Fever sees like his colorful shirt, Fever's gonna kind of like,
Sure. Where do you get it? It's really nice.
oh, it was a gift actually. I love those pants.
Oh,
They're
thank you.
magnificent.
Thank you. Hey, if we ever get on land, I'll get you the guy that did this for me. He is fucking phenomenal. Like, an absolute joy.
You're a
that's what's up.
saint.
Yeah.
Layla, she was. What? Land?
Oh no,
Land?
no,
Yeah.
we're not on land right now, sweetie. We're on sea. Wait, sorry.
It's a lot of
He
soup.
like
It's just
Lenny
a
kind
bunch
of
soup.
reads the room. Lenny kind of reads the room. He kind of looks at you, Layla, like, honey.
She's suddenly very
sorry.
aware of everything
Yeah.
about her and the
Kinda-
ground, and
this-
now the kind
Yeah.
of sway.
This
that
kind of
was her
giant
hangover.
man. Yeah, this giant man kind of goes behind you. He kind of puts both his hands on your shoulders and like, look, I'm just gonna turn you around. So don't freak
Don't
out.
do that.
He turns her around and he opens like a big window as you just see the ocean in front of you. So that's the ocean. We're in the middle of it. It is really wet. It has a lot of sea creatures and monsters. It's fucking wicked. It's the best thing in this world, okay?
this is happening in canon. This
Yes,
was-
Steph kind of looks
It
at.
just keeps going. The water keeps going.
Oh yes, sometimes it just feels like it's never gonna end. Isn't it great?
not helping. Not helping.
God,
I don't
This-
think.
no.
Valiant efforts. Valiant efforts.
are
It's just
heading
big
towards
soup.
land, though.
It's just a big soup. We just
The ocean
we
is
are.
just a big
What is a
seafood soup.
No, Layla, what is a soup except liquid with things inside of it that's all mixed together? That's what the ocean is.
Don't
It's just a lot
complicate
of
soup
water.
for me.
No. But that's what this is.
It's not
just
so easy. This
This
is not
is easy.
easy. Look
It's
at
just
it. They go
big-
up and down. Soup don't go up and down.
It's
Yes, they do.
Do you get
going up and
seasick?
down right now.
Super just gonna say it.
Steph kind of sits there
There's
like,
so much salt in
did
it.
did this girl not know? How dare you have the phone on in my theater? Sorry.
I'm sorry, my family thinks I'm gonna die at the Renaissance Fair.
It's okay. I'm just
Stop!
kidding. I'm just kidding.
Amazing.
Steph kind of looks at you, Layla. Is like, sorry, did you not know that you were getting on a ship?
No.
Stop calling me.
Hey, listen, Link. Hey, listen. That's what it feels like right now. Love it. So, okay,
No,
that's
I
gonna
did
be
not
a.
know. But now I do.
I really thought we disclosed this information. I don't know.
I don't remember first I was
Actually,
fighting with
actually,
Sarah
no, we
next
didn't
time.
because you were fighting, right? And then me
No.
and Rosalind talked about it,
And then-
right? And then we kind of split off. So we went over there. You guys went to the bar, and then the bar was
And then I
really a
went to-
topic for
It
conversation.
was-
I'm putting together the pieces now.
Yeah.
I
We are on a
I
boat.
thought we were staying in a very nice hotel.
We are on the boat.
We are actually on a ship. I'm
I
sorry.
do see that.
That's on us.
You could think of the boat as a hotel.
On
I mean, technically it is. We are
It is.
paying. We are paying very nice hotel prices.
can we look back to the soup?
Thank you, Sarah.
It's the
Thank you, Sarah.
ocean
Thank
is soup.
you.
Ocean is soup.
You're talking.
She suddenly
you
feels
hear.
very.
Yeah. Yes.
She feels her feet underneath her, and she feels that they aren't on steady land. And she's like, "I don't do something here too much. Goodbye." And she goes up to the top of the deck.
As you do that, I'm gonna. As you're about to like leave, you feel someone bump into you as you look down and see this halfling. Like, oh my goodness. Sorry. I know I should have seen you because you're very tall. Are you okay?
No, I'm not.
Oh, you feel really sick. Oh my god. I think I have something for that. Sit down. Just sit down. Please.
I'd rather not.
Okay, then stand
No,
still
stand
right here.
good.
So you see this halfling, she
Okay.
just gets something from her pouch as she just starts mixing something and then just like does a little shake and she gives it to you. This will help, okay?
Okay. She takes it like a shot.
Yeah,
Everybody, this
you
is Clash, it's
suddenly-
lovely.
Hi. Oh, you're very lovely too, mister.
I
I'm
love her.
Claire. I'm the ship's surgeon. It's really nice to meet you all. I'm so sorry. Should just wait for like 5 seconds and suddenly you'll feel fine. And then as she says that, you suddenly don't feel the ship rocking at all and you feel like your stomach has like centered itself. It's like motion sickness pills but magic and D&D. So it helps straight away and you're like, if you'd like I can give you that every single day. I guess you're not used to the ocean.
No. She's just like staring, or she's like trying to wrap her mind around it because she's like has fully left her realm of being and is truly in a place she does not know. She has wandered too far.
So I have
Oh.
some pictures in my pouch if you'd like to have some memories of like land, if that like helps you ground yourself. So I got this photo album of different flowers. All of them are poisonous, but it's really pretty to look at. So there you go.
Okay, thank you. I will.
You're welcome.
She's an angel.
So just give it to me
I would
back.
die
Just
for
give
her.
it back to me because I kind of need it when we try to kill other people. Not you though, but it's just so I don't kill us instead of
I'm good
people
at
that are.
killing other people.
Are you? Well, that's great. You can then maybe memorize this book. It'll help you. You can put something on your swords, for example. Some poisons to do that. That's really neat, actually. maybe we can work on something together. Would that be nice? Would that make you feel
I
better?
would like that. Yes, thank
Oh,
you.
Not to mention, she's lovely but loud.
Oh, it's just because I'm really tiny and people just can't hear me a lot.
We can hear you. Thank you, Claire.
That's because I'm doing really well. I'm
Don't-
trying to
don't
project
mind
as
this
much
little
as
girl
I
alone.
can.
Sarah,
She's
you
doing
leave this angel alone.
well.
Rosalind takes out the kitchen shears.
Sarah, it's whatever you want. Who's in the house?
Well, we can work
Where are
on
the
that
kitchen shears?
together. Miss Paladin. Sorry, what's your guys' name? I'm Claire. I'm Claire Marydell.
My name is Layla Greystone.
Oh, that's lovely. Good name. Good strong name. Let's do Air Genasi, sir.
Oh, Fever Pitch at your service. He kind of extends his
Oh,
hand
that's
to
a
her.
great name for a bard. And you colorful. You're really colorful one.
Was it?
That's you.
I think Fever and Juno both look at each other and themselves.
Juno's
And
like, I got like golds and purples on, but you got like the whole coat thing, so I don't know.
Yeah, purple hair. Sorry, I should have been more specific.
We're a very colorful group of people. I'm Juno, and he shakes her hand as well.
Juno, no last name. Very interesting, mysterious. Well, I know you, Sarah. You're very lovely. Don't make the captain bully you too much. He has a soft spot. He really likes hot chocolate, but you didn't hear it from me. And you
Like
are?
a chink in his armor. Is that like a good point to...
No, if you want him to like you,
Oh...
it's like a bribe. I'm trying to be your friend here.
he doesn't really get the concept of friends yet. We're
Well, we're
working on it.
We'll have to fix that while you're on the boat because that's really fucking sad. What about you?
I'm in love with her.
Destroy the world for her right now.
She gonna looks at Rosalind like,
Oh, Rosalind Peregrine.
great, Peregrine. That's a Fair Sea Isles last name, isn't it?
Oh.
Yeah.
That's not a lot of
Yeah.
peregrines. That's a really good name. I actually read a book about that. There was a war that was happening, and there was a really famous soldier that was in it.
Hey, Claire, can I read this? Can I read this for myself? Can we not do this in the breakfast hall? Can we just have a
Fever's gonna get up and
Hey,
he's gonna like sidle
Let's go
around
do your
behind
hair,
Claire.
Rosalind. Let's go do your
And-
hair. Like right now, Rosalind.
Fever and Juno tag team it. Juno takes Rosalind. Fever books it to Claire. And he's like, so
Layla is so
you're lovely.
confused.
You're wonderful. And you didn't.
And Sarah.
He's like, hey. He looks at Claire. Hey, you did nothing wrong, but she's having a hard time. And the Fair Sea Isles is a bit of a a little family trouble. And you know,
Was like her.
we're gonna figure it out.
Was it like her grandfather that was in the war? That would be really, that would suck really badly.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
That would be-
Could I get the book for her to read, maybe later?
Oh,
If that's all right.
absolutely! I have it in my little library of books. They're all like history stuff and stuff like that. I especially like medical and war stuff, like the evolution of medicine. I have all of that.
He
It's
is
quite
fascinated by her. He is nodding. He is really wow. That's amazing. I mean, ship's medic and all everyone would expect, but not a lot of people look into the history of their professions. Do you know I do a lot? And he catches himself. He's like, oh, this is not the time. Anyway, but yes, that would be a lovely book, and I'd stop by, I suppose, after breakfast if that's all right.
Of course, yeah, absolutely. Just find me whenever you want. Really, I have no one's dying, so I have a lot of free time on my hands.
Oh, it's good. That's good. Yeah.
At this point, Layla kind of comes up behind Fever to like, not to scare her, but just like she wants to talk to him for a second.
To me.
Yeah.
Oh. Does he notice her behind him?
You feel the presence. This shadow, just like the shadow of Layla, just like envelops you.
He doesn't even look behind him. He goes, I think I have another conversation to have. But it's been lovely meeting you. I'll chat with you later. And maybe you can tell me a little bit more about the history of medicine. You know, anyway, yeah, later. he keeps almost like info dumping to her about the history of barding.
Absolutely. As you go, the first mate kind of, as you guys kind of like go, do you go out of the kitchen or do you just go into a little corner by yourselves?
Wherever Layla kind of.
Layla, where
I'm
do you
assuming
Layla?
she like.
Yeah, she takes it probably out of the kitchen because she wants to have a little conversation.
Okay,
She's just holding his arm.
But she also has the book that girl gave her, but she's holding it very awkwardly.
Yeah. So Juno and
Not
just
black.
Juno, Rosalind went to fix Rosalind's hair. I'm just gonna do that, and then you two go. Okay. So with Sarah, as you're just like again stuck. No, not again, but now you're alone in the kitchens with all of these people. Leonora, the first mate, again just gracefully walks in like a ballet dancer as she just looks down and like she sits down and there's like no sound as she does so. And almost like everything she does is just so quiet, but not because she's trying to be quiet, she's just so nimble.
Sarah just closely looks at her and is like, "You'd be a good assassin."
Maybe I am.
Ooh.
I could slit your throat in 3 seconds time if you weren't looking.
If I wasn't looking, that's a key point, I feel.
Depends on the person. Do you want me to try?
It's tempting.
She kind of smirks.
What can I do for you?
Well, there's a bunch of hair down one of the corridors. So after you've eaten, you can definitely, brush that up. Unless that's too difficult for you.
No, I fucking hate it here. Okay.
It kind of looks at you like,
He goes off to clear. He just like picks up the broom and like goes to clear the hair.
she kind of smiles like, if you do that quickly, I'll give you an extra feather in your pillow. How does that sound?
Will you be there?
Make a persuasion check.
So you trying to fuck? So,
No, is this Sarah fuck?
Cook is the captain?
Does Sarah
on a 3-feather bed? You gonna
15.
fuck her on the 3-feather bed?
Sarah
On the 3 feather.
on a
Yeah.
On a
Now
3. It's
4.
4.
It's
It's 4. Excuse me.
4.
Fuck on the
I got
bed.
15.
She kind of
Oh,
she
no.
looks at you, Sarah, up and down. Maybe. Depends on my mood later tonight.
Oh.
And if you've been a good boy and all.
Bring my great sword.
Did you say I'll bring my great sword?
Don't you feel
Remember
silly? Don't you feel
She
a little
looks-
ashamed?
She looks at him like, I hope you sharpen it before you arrive. It would be embarrassing if it wasn't.
Oh my god. Thank you. Welcome
Boys.
in for the raid.
Thank you for coming for the raid. You guys are the saucy flirting.
You need some business.
Queen.
Take a
Hello,
moment.
welcome in.
Absolute queen.
I love you, Governor. How you
Jesus
doing?
Christ.
Oh my god.
It's like 9 a.m. where, like, in canon.
I was gonna
And
say,
Sarah's like,
Ali,
You're trying to fucking know.
you trying to fuck? You trying to fuck or what, girl? Like,
You saw the first mate and said bet. Oh my god. We've been here for 2
he's
minutes.
valid.
one person
We've been
next
here
to
for
the
2
captain.
minutes.
You've been
here
here
for
for,
2
you haven't been
minutes.
here for 24 hours.
We've been on this ship for like 5
Hi,
seconds.
Miss Parker.
When you gonna let me fuck, Miss Parker? What'd you say, honey? I said, when you gonna let me fuck, Miss Parker?
Oh my god, the raid was at a perfect time to just.
It was. It really
join
was.
us
Hello,
during this
welcome to
moment.
Somewhere Bound. Where we
Hi.
flirt with everything and everyone.
Hey, y'all. If
Literally
nothing,
anything.
if Sarah has nothing else, it's the audacity.
The gumption.
We already
the
knew
gall.
that. We already
Nothing
knew
else.
that.
Sarah's a lot going for him. He's alright.
He's an alright guy.
He's doing alright, but he's got stuff going for him.
Yeah, like 6'8".
Jeez.
So, let me roll. So if I get a 1 to 10, we'll go first to Layla and Fever, and if I get above, we'll go to Rosalind and Juno. All right?
Go for
Rosalind, Juno, it is first,
Cool.
and then we'll go to you guys afterwards. All right? Absolutely.
Sounds good.
So you go to fix Rosalind's hair. Do you go to the same place where you cut your hair? Or do you go somewhere else?
I don't know, should we find like a bathroom?
Yeah, you can
Or-
find a bathroom. Yeah,
Maybe
absolutely.
a place where it's meant to have maybe the trash can.
Well, trash can. And there's a bucket. You find a bucket.
What did you
Sorry,
say?
one more time.
This is just Rosalind being like, I wasn't really thinking of a bathroom. I was mainly looking for a reflective surface.
Uh-huh. Did this happen like this morning?
Yeah, it happened half an hour ago.
Oh,
Ish.
was that? It's just was getting in the way. What? Midlife crisis. Just
Well,
Quarter life crisis.
quarter-life crisis.
I woke up in my hammock,
Yes.
and I was getting my hair out of the way,
Yes.
and it was very tangled.
Oh.
Just from the past few days,
yes.
from last night, from the everything of it all. And I thought, you know what? I'll figure out something to do with it.
Mhm.
And then I was looking in my pack for a new shirt, and I went, would you look at that? I do have some kitchen scissors in here.
Oh.
And I thought, you know,
Mm.
what if I took a quick snip and a snap, and then the problem was solved?
Your smile is okay. Well, I think Juno's like sat her
Not
down.
the greatest plan in retrospect. I am very
No,
sorry
it-
you had to
this-
witness this.
It's not like a bad thing. It just felt like your emotions are very tied to it, and it was not. It's just like it was an impulsive thing because you're dealing with a lot of things and you needed that control. It's not like the hair looks bad. It's mostly everyone's concern stems from the emotional state you may be in right now. That comes with cutting your hair first thing in the morning. That's where the concern draws in. It's not at the haircut. It was. Yeah, Juno's like takes out his bag and he's just gonna start like trimming up like some of the ends that maybe were like bluntly cut or just like cutting it, being like a little, doing the style that you're wearing right now, Faye. Like he's just gonna shaping it up as he's talking. It's like, so was it because of yesterday or the dream or something? I mean, I didn't. What was the?
It's a bit of everything, I suppose. It's just, I mean, I guess I was expecting to go home to so much of the same that it's a little bit terrifying, even more so now that it's definitely not going to be, and I'm too much the same. I'm too much of what I was when I left. And I don't want to be her.
Well, you can change
So-
that over
I'm
time.
not.
Are you trying to change? You can't get back 60 years. You can't change 60 years in a day. Sorry to say, but cutting your hair is not going to
Yeah.
change the passage of time. You aren't the same as you were when you left. You have a lot of experiences, though you may not remember them all. I'm pretty sure just being with us has changed all of us just a bit. You saw what happened in there. There was a whole thing going on. The soup. God.
True.
He starts like brushing her hair out now. Then he's like cuts some more and like starts to put it in like a little pile in the bucket. Hopefully, maybe it's not like all
Okay.
over the place.
Sarah can fix that later.
Yeah,
don't
that's
worry.
his job, not mine. And he like goes around to the front of her face and is like framing her bangs and is like, okay, I just shaped it up a little bit so the edges weren't the ends weren't as blunt, mostly so that it would grow in a not a weird way. You know, if you cut it in a interesting way, it'll grow very strangely. So I just kind of went. So
Thank you.
As this is going on, let's just pan the camera to the two others, two little dynamic duos, as you, Layla, kind of take Fever away, as you find a quiet little spot on the ship. Yeah, quietly with the clinking armor.
The ASMR.
No, it's funny. It's funny. I love it.
Just holding him by the arm. Okay, all right, okay.
She's like very, very stressed. But she like stops and turns around. She has this book. She doesn't know what to do with it, but she's not gonna put it down. She'll just give it to her. And she's like,
Just holding it for comfort.
yeah. She like has to have a comfort item, and she doesn't have her sword with her right now because she's actually not wearing armor because she took it off to go to sleep.
Yeah, she did. She
So
did.
she's just wearing like her normal clothes.
Mm-hmm.
So she turns around. And she's like, what is wrong with Rose?
Just feel. Well, that was very southern. Jesus.
Well,
Christ. That was just
Things
me.
going on with young little
Well,
Rosalind.
Sorry, that's just my natural southern drawl jumping out, y'all. Sorry about that. He's like running through in his own mind of like, what do I actually know? So, you know how Rosalind always talks about her family and us visiting. That particular trip, we might be a bit late on that.
Well, they should be friends, aren't they? Waiting.
Oh, maybe not for 60 years. That might be a bit of a big ask.
I understand now.
It appears from what no one's actually really told me anything, mind you.
You do know
And no one really
Faewild, that
tells
she
me.
was in the Faewild.
Yeah.
She did say that.
Oh yeah, but he's like, no one told him this really. It was just like,
Yeah.
I watched someone have a mental breakdown. I got a sentence explanation with like
This
keywords
was
that
like
I
12 hours
recognize.
ago at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not even 12, this is like...
This is like 8 hours.
It's
So
not
he's
even.
like,
It's
so,
morning.
I mean... It's like 9 a.m. It's been at most 6 or 7. At
It's
most.
7. It's 7 a.m. It's been 3 hours.
It's been 3 hours. Even better. He's like, look, I don't think this was a fever dream. Get it, fever dream.
Yeah.
Just trying to lighten the mood. Did it work? I can't.
Yes, I'm thrilled. It's quite a good joke. I liked it.
Right. He would have asked anyone that. He was like, I can't tell. He's just, so it appears that our dear Rosalind may have found her way into the Faewild on her own 60 years ago. And only just found her way out in time to meet us. And from what Claire has said, it doesn't seem like the history of that family that happened while she was gone is a good one. So, she's having a time, understandably. I don't really have a family, but I can imagine, if I was gone for a few decades, you guys would have some questions, as you're the closest thing I have to that at the moment.
If you left, I would go find you.
Okay. The fever just...
I'm...
Okay. That's... and he just kind of smiles to himself.
Layla's mind is like working like a little puzzle right now because she's starting to like...
It's a lot to process. I don't really know how to help her, because there's nothing I've ever experienced, or most people have ever experienced, is comparable to this.
Well, most people who go into Faewild that are human don't come back out.
I know.
Well, or if they do, they're not human. And she kind of gestures to herself.
Right.
So, I'm that confused.
It's a lot, and something is also going on with Juno, and I don't know if it's connected, but whatever it is happened. I have a feeling something happened yesterday while we were having a good time.
Oh.
I
don't remember much.
Oh, I bet.
I remember going in, and I don't remember going out.
Yeah, I know. It was certainly an experience. I'll I'll say that. He's having flashbacks. I mean, you know, I think you might have tried to kill some old teachers of mine, which, I mean, that's valid. That's fair.
Oh, that does sound like me.
Yeah. He just... Yeah. And you and Rosalind went to the bathroom for a while.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Oh,
And now it's just...
Oh, fuck.
she doesn't remember
He's
saying
like-
my Layla.
Oh, God. So he's like, I don't know what happened there, but I think it helped. She seemed a little... Well, I mean... She did continue to drink her weight in alcohol, so I don't know if I should even say that.
I don't do well with that. I punch and I hit.
Look, you're gonna look at me and think, what do you think I do well with anything? Ever?
Yes, of course. You get paid to strum your little instrument.
Okay,
and sing songs.
That's my one thing. That's my one thing.
You said something to do well, and I told you to do well. Don't go back on your word. You said little.
Okay, we're moving vastly away from the point here. The point of which, when we get to the Pharisee Isles, it might be a bit different than what Rosalind's explaining. Which also, can I roll history since I was raised by someone from the Pharisee Isles?
History check, please.
Love all this really
Come
deep shit
on.
that's happening, and Sarah's
12 plus? Probably not much.
That's
just
a
right.
good
I got
balance.
14.
14?
I got a 14.
You don't really... You just know there were loads of, like, soldiers and stuff that came down to Innswood a while ago. It does, like, ring a bell. You don't really remember what happened to the Pharisee Isles. You know there's people that still live there. You know there's one lighthouse that is definitely there. There's like rumored that there's a ghost that lives there, and there's a girl that like kind of runs it. But that's the only thing you kind of remember because it's the only one that has actually been like given a name.
What's the name?
You'd like I didn't mean given a name. I meant like
Like
yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Mhm.
Okay, so like he knows like it still exists. It's not like it's been like, you know, sacked and burnt to the ground, right?
No. Oh, sorry, that was a question.
That was you paused and I was like, wait a
heck of a pause.
minute.
Sorry.
to expect,
I was
y'all.
like, wait,
We know
who are
what to
you?
expect
I
now.
didn't
Okay.
know if this was like Fever being
Okay.
like, it's not like Sanctimos. Thought it was like a funny little joke.
Yeah. So like
From what
it's
you
not
know,
like a horror.
I mean, people still live there, as far as you
Okay.
know. So
Okay, I was just wondering if this is like an international tragedy that we just didn't know about and hadn't thought of. And I was like, I'll try to get a little in and see. Okay, anyway. But he's like, so, you know, it might be a bit different than the stories. I don't know if there's any actual family there waiting for her. We might be it for us.
She just looks so sad.
I mean, could you imagine if all of your family was dead and gone and you
Yes.
didn't know? A poignant pause at that. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't.
It's okay. It happened a long time ago.
Okay. I'm learning so much about everyone
feel
today. Most of it against my will.
Y'all remember when we laughed? I don't know. When did this start? When did we get here? I'm terrified.
Y'all be giving me backstory against my will.
Oh my god.
Beaver's just trying to have a good time. Everyone's like, have you heard of my trauma? And he's like, whoa!
Everyone's like, hey guys, let's go run around have some fun. Want to fight a
Unconsensual
dragon? No.
backstory.
Certainly not. Trauma.
have you maybe thought of like my entire family's maybe dead? Oh shit! I was just gonna go to sleep.
I was just gonna go to bed, actually. I was thinking about Dungeons and Dragons. I don't know.
Beaver just kind of looks at her. He's like, well, as far as Rosalind goes, as far as this whole journey goes, you know the old saying, follow your feet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that one.
as the camera pans. We're just gonna zoom in on a little cabin boy. As
Why is he little? He's sick. For fuck's sake.
Kind of annoying.
6 minutes, because it annoys you and it makes you so happy. I love you, Zach. So the camera kind of zooms in on you, Sarah, as you're just like sopping up like this curly dark hair that you guess is Rosalind's that was just in the hallway. As you just get that up into a little bucket, as you just like sigh, and you see like in the corner of your eye, you see the captain just like leaning on the wall, just looking at you.
Hair.
Gets everywhere. You just seem oddly familiar. In a way that I kind of want to just, like, make you become a cabin boy my entire time, because it would just make me happy. Why are you so oddly familiar, Sarah?
Where have you been? Where might you have seen someone like me?
Oh, so many places. You know, rich, bratty aristocrats are everywhere. No, I'm thinking about something deeper, as he kind of like walks towards you a bit, just like one step at a time, just closer and closer.
Sarah wants him to know. He wants him to recognize him. He's just hoping that a flash of something.
The music changed. The music got so eerie, y'all.
He
Y'all
just,
can't
he
hear
just,
it.
he just
It got
gets
so
like
intense.
he gets so close to the captain. He just walks there and he's just smiling and just going, "You can do it. I'm gonna think really hard."
I am thinking. I really am. He's like walking. It's kind of like a slow walk as he like dum, dum. But there's just something about you wanting me to know that just makes me annoyed. That just wants me to do the opposite.
Does it make you angry? Does it make you raging inside?
I'm an old man. Nothing makes me angry that easily.
Shame. Might make you remember.
He kind of like stops. And in his eyes, you do see a glimpse of something of a remembrance. There's a hint of a smile that kind of creeps the edge of his lips as he looks at you. His back straightens a bit. Oh, of course. As you also, in his eyes, see something familiar. I'm going to write it down to you.
Okay.
This episode
We want to know.
is sponsored by
This is what you
Trauma.
get for bullying
For just
Sarah. Fuck
5
off.
easy payments of $17.99, you too can experience.
Can't spell. I didn't spell that correctly, but you know who I am.
I know who you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So he kind of, yeah. So he looks at you,
Hate whisper.
his eyes almost turning into the color of the sea, a deep blue sea, as he looks at you. I do know who you are. But I'm not going to say anything. And the funniest thing that you're here sweeping my deck. It's funny because you looked so familiar when you fought, and I just knew. But I thought that can't be. It can't be. Just can't. But there you are. Here you are. On my ship.
Mighty have fallen for sure, but probably how long?
Sure. And how long do you think you'll stay here?
On this ship? Well, as long as I need you to take me.
No, not on this ship. On this ship, you'll stay for a week. And I'll guarantee it. I meant
long
on
as it
this. As long as, okay.
I can wait. I've been around a while, longer than you.
And how long will it take for everyone to forget you? That's what I was thinking about. What if it takes so long that you don't even exist anymore in the history books, in the scribes, in everything that exists? What if you're just forgotten? Have you thought about that?
This wonderful peace which seems to have overcome the world at my loss. It's not in the nature of men and beings.
Oh, I'm not saying
Oh.
that, but someone will take over you. And you know exactly who will. Maybe she will do a better job, really.
I doubt that.
Well, I'm going to keep you as cabin boy for now. Apparently you need to be humbled. That's what I've heard, at least from the grapevine. Not that I get involved, as maybe you might think. I like this form, and I like this ship, and I like my crew.
It's a nice ship.
It is.
Let's hope your daddy thinks so as well.
I was actually going to say, my father had nothing to do with this.
Oh, of course, yeah.
This is all mine.
Ah, your little corner. I see.
It is.
Okay.
Well, I won't tell anyone about you if you don't tell anyone about me. We know that my father is not the best at paying his, what is it? Like,
Is it
parental
temper?
care. Yeah, that as well.
Yeah. I'm not sure you were particularly loved, were you?
Oh, none of us were we?
No.
Well, I'll let you be cabin boy, and do you remember that I am the captain of this ship, as he says, and he fixes his hat.
Sweet. Enjoy.
I will. Sarah. Funny name. And he goes, have fun! And he just does this. Is there anything you want to do, Sarah?
No, he's just smiling. This is the interaction between someone that he still deems as lesser. It means nothing to him. Whatever he thinks, to him, it's like the lions care not for the opinions of sheep.
Maybe that's why you're still here. Maybe that attitude.
This is the answer to all your problems.
Possibly, but he knows Argus.
We've got time.
It's okay, guys. We've got
We've got
how many
time.
episodes this campaign will be?
150.
How long will it take?
Yeah,
to
so
say
you
this?
can't leave until then anyway.
No.
So don't be humbled.
The end of it is just fever. It's just fever shaking Sarah. Why are you the way that you
It'll
are?
be cut out, and that's the end of the entire game.
A lifetime of trauma.
Yeah, exactly. As this happens, Layla, you walk onto the deck of the ship. As you do feel yourself become a bit calmer, you find yourself just like wandering, trying to figure out how this works, and that you're in the middle of the ocean that is incredibly terrifying and scary to you. But with the potion that Claire gave you, you don't feel as sick as you did before. You find yourself just going to the edge, just looking out to this vastness, looking into where the sun rays are just touching the water, just giving some form of shadows of fish underneath you. As you also see something else catching your eye. It's something deep and dark, almost like a passing of a shadow underneath the ship that does not belong to the ship itself. Because you noticed it. Just for a brief second. You feel almost like a drop in your stomach. You don't know why, almost like the chills on your back, just the hair raises. There's just something unsettling about this kind of shadow as it went away just as suddenly as it came, deep into the ocean again, and you feel like you can breathe. Almost a reminder that there are things in this world, even though that you have traveled so much of it for so long, that can still scare even you. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Oh.
Oh,
Wow. So mama.
Her.
Wow,
Her.
Websy.
not
Thank you so
Zooey
much,
Mama.
guys, for this
Leave me
night's
be.
episode. This was chaos ensued, and a lot of things, fun things happened. At least I have a headache because I've laughed so much. I've had an absolute freaking blast, and knowing that the three of you are in the same room just makes me so happy as well. We'll see the Mortal Reverie not in 2 weeks' time, because there is a Paragon Dust Halloween special that day. Yes, absolutely. So please, you guys are so cute. So please keep just, posted on our social media the next time we have the Mortal Reverie. And next Saturday will be the Wayward Wanderers. When is Paragon Dust again? Art? Will that be on the 30th?
Yeah,
it will be on
special.
Halloween. The Halloween special. So please just keep an eye out on.
We do have Question Bound.
We do have Question Bound, and we do
again?
also
The 27th.
the 27th. We do.
Yeah, 27th, I believe.
With
Zach. No.
And yes, it is. Zach and Faye.
No, you scared me. Why did you say no? I was about to be
I said yo. I said yo.
Yo, he said yo.
Okay.
So
Zach and Faye.
Zach, and I was like, yo.
That'd be a cool Question Bound. My God.
Zach and Faye.
Give me a heart attack.
And then next Friday on the 22nd, guys. Next Friday on the 22nd is the season finale of Frankenpunk, which will be super freaking exciting, and you all should tune out to that as well. So again, thank you so much. Yeah, it's gonna be good. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this episode, and thank you again for the welcome and for rating this episode as well. I hope you all have a good night, good morning, or good day wherever you are in the world, and we'll see you guys next time. And please join our Discord as well. Bye.
Bye.